welcome to Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines Part 2. I'm very excited to get back in there for a couple of different reasons. One, I really like the game. Also, I'm being tremendously rude. How are you all today? I hope you're all going super duper well. But other reasons I want to get in is I found out some stuff surrounding the game that I want to talk to you all about. Because it's about one of my favorite things, which is reviews, because I love reviews. And that's how we got to grandma math, by the way. That will be important later for anyone's wondering about the grandma math in chat. So weird having you guys on the app anymore. But yes, hello Tekit and Corvus and Barry, of course, and as a former as well. I saw you just there before. I hope you're all going super duper well. Theoretically, you can have another if the other parent remains, as well as the other in-laws or half family from your partner's side. Oh, so we're including grandma partners now. What if all the grandparents okay, so what if you and your partner, you have your parents, right? So you get, so if you have a grandma, okay, so everyone gets 4 grandparents, right? You get default 4 grandparents. What if all your grandparents are lesbians and they adopted your parents? Are you saying, Corvus, that if you get a partner, and they also have grandparents, they become your grandparents. So in this theoretical, all the grandparents are lesbians, you could have up to 8 grandmas. Unless some of them remarry. Is that the correct math we're going with? Let me get us into the game before I get too distracted by grandma math. Hold up on the grandma math. And hello, Electro, how are you going? We're talking about, theoretical, okay, how many grandmas can you have? Also, can you please let me know if the game is up? The game is a little bit finicky with appearing. But grandma math, what is the maximum number of grandmas a person can have? And what do you count as a grandma or not? So if your grandmas open up their relationship to another person, do you now have an extra grandma? Or does the grandma have to marry in? So, how many grandmas can you have? We're trying to do grandma math. I came in and the first thing I hear is all the grandmas are lesbians. Hello, Shin, how are you going? A fantastic sentence to come in. Barry, could you please quote that for me? I would really appreciate that. Just that all the grandmas are lesbians. 2 is hard enough to keep track of. But if you have multiple and they're all you never have to worry about grandpas, just grandmas. Shouldn't that be easier? Can you tell I did well in math at school? Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you take in the step grandmas as well? You could have a whole haggle of grandmas. Is that what you'd call a group of grandmas? A haggle? A haggle sounds like the correct word, doesn't it? I'm off to see my haggle. Oh, what's that? What is a haggle? Oh, my group of grandmas that I conveniently keep in one house. That's what you do with people, right? Like Charlie and... Oh, that's right. That's right, we're being shot at. I'm trying to remember where we were in the game. Hello, orcs. Hello. Orcs probably don't have grandmas. No, they'd probably all be dead. And hello, Pip. How are you going? You're getting 2 tabletop books. Nice. Which one are you getting? Grandma in-laws. Indeed. And would they count as the same for... Oh my god.
Forward.
Right.
Clear out the orcs.
Oh god. Okay. Hang on. I don't have my superpower. I wanted to... Oh no. I know what I wanted to do now. I remember after starting off disastrously what I wanted to do. Run, little Space Marine man. Run. No. The wrong Space Marine man. Talos, please remember the controls. Talos, run! Run with your Space Marine man, Talos! That is right, I am talking about myself in the third person. I find it helps me panic.
The orcs have managed to power that cannon.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Shot will blast right through the gates.
That...
Cannot allow that.
Hooray! Run, Titus, run! It sounds like double third person almost. Talos, control your character better. I'll never be lonely. I have my own insanity to keep me company. It's a great thing. Just remember, if you ever feel lonely, just go insane. The voices never shut up. I can attest. It's very good. And bad joke time, Pip. Excellent. We're right about near a thing, so we can get through... we can easily get to the joke, not through the joke. Though, sometimes, for some of you, I think it's through the joke. Alright, so this is your joke, Pip. What do you call a cockatoo on an electric wire? a shockatoo. You call it a shockatoo. So is that a yay or a nay from everyone? Is our shockatoo a yay or a nay? I kind of like it. It's a bit more clever than his other ones. That's a nay. So that's two yays, one nay. Kind of want to press the button as I'm doing that. That got a snort. And so cheesy. All right, I'll give that a yay because we've got another one then. And this one is yours, Corvus. What is orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. So you see, I'll read that out again. Yay or nay, everyone? What is orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. That's a yay. What about from you there, Corvus? That's a yay as well? Fantastic. All right, let us activate this. Oh, nice. We just dropped that on everyone. I am severely injured.
Number 2 control deck, do you read?
This is Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. Identify yourself.
This is Corporal Antioch,
Ooh,
sir.
ammo.
That is...
Go, my little space marine.
I need
Go.
access to the Manufactorum, Corporal.
There is a service
Go.
lift in the hangar directly below where you drop the cargo, my lord. We can meet you there.
Stand ready. We will be there shortly. Titus out.
Titus out. Let's go, Titus.
Supercharger powering up.
Thank you for the good vibes. I'm wondering if I feel like they're good vibes. There's a heap in there, but we always seem to get that one. I wonder if I've just accidentally turned up the amount of that one a lot. They said it was... Oh god, okay. They said the hangar was somewhere around here, didn't they? Or have I gone completely loopy there? And hello, Danish. How are you going? I hope you're going good. What was the holy... What's the holy dang about that, Corvus? Those were Uh-oh. The one about a shockatoo is factually incorrect. A cocktail on an electric wire is called a dead bird. True, but you could call the corpse a shockatoo. I have managed to actually get lost in the game because I looked away when things were happening. Reach the Titan manufacturer to get to the manufacturing Argus to service Titan war machines. I think it said backwards, didn't it? Like just on the last area we'd been. And hello, Sphinx. How are you going? I hope you're going well. And it's going good for you, Danish. That is good to hear. Are you a big Warhammer fan? And if so, do you have a favorite Primarch or race at all? I still have the jury out for myself as to which one I like the most. Okay, that definitely isn't the correct way to go. Now I feel stupid. No, that's okay. No, I feel stupid. That's okay. That's fine. We can all watch me feel stupid together. What did it literally just say? Because I completely blanked out when it was giving the smart people directions. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to pay attention to the thing the game wants me to pay attention to. Interesting. A good start for me. What did you say? Don't make me start this level again. I'm a Warhammer 40k fan, but not as much into it as you are into Elden Rings. Oh, fair enough, but you love this game? Excellent, and Dawn of War 1. I am really enjoying this game so far. I've played a bit of Dawn of War 1. I stopped from memory specifically because I was like, I should probably save this. Because I was like, I might play it on stream one day. Alright. Yeah, but this game is living up to everything I love. It was actually, I found out that the people who worked on it were the people who worked on Gears of War, God of War, and Far Cry, and I was like, no wonder I really like this game, since I enjoy all three of those kinds of games. Jesus Christ, okay. Did I just not go far enough back? No. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna have to restart this because I don't know where it wants me to go, and I literally have just gone into every area as far as I can tell. The Corner Epic. Corn is fantastic. Corn Berserkers and everything. He is brilliant. Did you get a chance to check out the mod video I posted in the Discord undergamed? I have not. I didn't actually have a lot of time today, unfortunately. I will get to it as soon as I can, though. Which... They're already... Okay. Corvus, you're a big fan. Do you know what the heck my character is meant to be doing? Like, I don't want to have to just reset the entire level. I I'm sure I will. I will totally check it out. Don't worry, Shin. I will definitely check, unless I'm meant to go this way. I'm meant to go this goddamn way. How did I miss that? What the hell? I was looking at the ammo. Sometimes I hate myself. And it's moments like this where I don't look in one direction. I turn completely around and go the other way. Explore every other option. I'm like, it's stuck. I know I went down that way. And it's like, you did go down that way, Talos, but you angled the camera in such a way that every time it was on there, you were not looking at the screen. That's fine. Let's get in with it. My character is meant to purge the heretics. My character is meant to do that, and I love my character for that, because I was actually like
a hawk
indeed
blinded.
I was like, there's no way that this can be as complicated as I'm making it, because the game is pretty straightforward. And it's literally just a case. Uh-oh. It's that lovely thing of when you're streaming a game and you look away for, oh god, come back, I need your help, come here! Oh my god, you stupid orc! Okay. It's literally that wonderful thing where you look away and you miss one key detail and then you're completely out of context. I do have to say, streaming games has really, like, just changed the way— No, that would be— Okay, yeah. I've got to say, definitely, like, streaming games has completely changed the way I sort of look at level design and things now a little bit when I'm going into games, because I'm like, I'll be playing some stuff alone and I'm like, yeah, if I was playing this on stream, I would have missed that because I just know I would have looked away whilst I was like talking. So it is very interesting from that concept. But yes, I'm sure I will very much enjoy the mod. Is it explosions in the mod, Shin, or do you want to save it as a surprise? Primarch Jeff meeting Fallout Jeff. I leave the nature of the meeting up to your discretion. Interesting, Shin. Interesting. Okay. I shall, that will be an interesting one. I look forward to that. Okay. Fallout Jeff and Primarch Jeff looking very similar. As people have pointed out, oh good, dying was worth it. Oh god, okay, I'm being injured, so that was less worth it. But, on the whole, dying was definitely worth it there. Right, we're back on track. I keep, honestly, whenever I go to reload, I keep expecting the Gears of War, like, you know in Gears of War how if you hit the reload on the time, you get, like, extra stuff for it? I keep going to do that. Oh god. Okay, you can go down there. Let me just pay attention there. I need to remember that in a shooter like this, I need to pay attention. I remember pre-ordering this when it was new, played the heck out of it and learned there was supposed to be a 2 and a 3, but they were canned because the game didn't meet sales expecting or something, but now a decade later, a sequel. Interesting you bring that up, Danish. So the reason those two got canned was actually the company that originally was, like, in charge of this one apparently, like, closed down type thing. So they cancelled it because of that. Because I was just reading on the Wikipedia about the game today, because I was like, oh, maybe I can get some interesting facts. Because apparently people were really jazzed about this, because, like, I remember seeing the game coming out, and being like, that looks really cool, but I wasn't into Warhammer, and I was like, oh, well, since I'm not into Warhammer, I probably won't get it. And it's like, no, Talos, you don't need to be into Warhammer, it's fine, it's just a fun game. I kind of wish I had, because I imagine if I'd gotten it all the way back when it first came out, I would have just got into Warhammer, like, way earlier than I did end up becoming, like, which I have now, as I become quite into the series. Isn't it weird seeing me actually shoot things in even a sensible order? What was it? Barry messaged me after the stream, the last one, and he was like, it was so weird seeing you use all the different guns. I was like, that is weird, isn't it? Oh god. And hello, Former, how are you going? Ooh. I really want to get some more health before the next big fight. Did I hit your head correct? No, you died. Okay, hang on, come back. Don't let them kill you! Don't let them kill you! I need to drain your health! I need you alive to torture with my punches! Come back to me! What is this Warhammer you speak of? You'd like a replay Fallout 4 after your first playthrough on stream. Also, the mod is something you're like, oh, interesting! Okay, and you found a TTRPG. Okay. Oh, that's where you found Pip. Okay. How is that working out for you? How is that find working out? You'd think they'd get along, Shin? I think they would. Primarch Jeff and Fallout Jeff, I think, would definitely get along. I think any Jeffs... I think Jeffs automatically get along, just because they can see the sheer chaos of the other one, and they both know... Every Jeff just knows it's too much effort to fight another Jeff. It's just too chaotic. I wonder if the sequels has made people play this now. Would be nice to play some multiplayer again. Oh yeah, because I saw they had the multiplayer and I was just like, there's no way there's going to be anyone playing that for me. Wouldn't that be grand if it did get some more people back? I imagine maybe closer to the date they might, because my understanding, correct me if I'm incorrect here, Danish, but the sequel was only, it was just announced with the trailer, wasn't it? Like, it would be a while before we actually get the next one. But I'm really glad, because now that once I finish playing this one, then when the next one comes out, I can just go straight into it. I won't have to wait. As is the way I typically do things. Let's actually reload that. Goblin Kamikaze knows it. And hello, Skylines! How are you going? I hope you're going really well. We're just shooting things up in the 40k universe. Just get along with the Jeffs, but will Geoff get along with... But will Jeff get along with Jeff? So... Oh no, come back! Let me punch you in the face! Let me punch you in the face! Let me punch you in the face! Come back, your face! It's so punchable! It's beautiful! I've never seen such a face! So for those who are wondering why is she being so aggressive about punching people in the face, it's because I get help by doing this and putting my chainsaw inside of them. And I really like putting my sword inside of them. It's quite a lot of fun. Come back! Come back! Look at that! See, do you see what I mean? It goes brrr, and then they go, ah, death gurgle, and then they die. And it's really delightful for everyone. I think everyone's having a lot of fun with that. This game was fun, so you're a fan? Are you a big 40k fan in general, or just mainly of the game? Because I know a lot of the Warhammer games get slammed. So, what I was going to say to you all earlier was the really interesting thing that I found out about this game when I was looking it up. You prefer Age of Sigma over 40k. I have a decent amount of Horn and Nighthorn miniatures. Still have heaps to paint, but too lazy. Do you play the game tech at like the tabletop with people, or are you just more of a collector? Because I know some people prefer just to kind of collect the models more than anything. I know Corvus plays the game and collects the models, and Pip's collecting them as well. Whoa! And so is Former. Well, Former plays it and collects it. Oh god, okay. So we've got a few people who play the tabletop here, actually. I don't know why I decided to start listing out. Let me just list out all the people who play the tabletop game for you all. I don't know why I decided to go there. Call myself distracted. I don't normally ever use a sniper, and you can see why by my accuracy. Oh god, come back. Oh, his poor rear end. I just destroyed that. Oops. I didn't mean to be so aggressive towards that area. But I'm really aiming for just the groin area, aren't I, in this game? Oh, no, you just played this one? Fair enough. It's, are you a Gears of War fan, then? Because I think if you're a Gears of War fan, then this game, for anyone who's a fan of Gears of War, they'll love this game straight out of the box. Guardsman noises. Guardsman noises indeed. That's right. We're playing a wonderful game. You take a sip every time you find a corpse upside down in this game. It's a great game. I love it. And, okay, here come my go. So, this is what I found out. So, I don't know if you guys know this. It's something I've known for a while because it makes me laugh. But, video games all have an IMDb page because obviously voice actors, right? And what that means is the IMDb page has, reviews. And so, there's this incredibly wonderful subset of people who play video games who, after playing a video game, go, I want to review that, I want to tell other people about my feelings on that video game, and they go to IMDb. They choose, of all the places that games exist and that you can play games, they go to the movie and TV show website and they give it a review. And it's lovely, and I love it so much. You've never played Gears of War? Oh, Skylines, if you enjoyed this even just a little bit, you totally need to pick up.
Antioch, Hold the lift. We have orcs inbound.
You totally need to pick up Gears of War. I'm so sorry, I'm just distracted. Because it's taking away my chainsword, and I do like the power axe, but it's not a chainsword. I'm having an emotional issue right now. The power axe is sheathed in a sparking power field and delivers devastating blows, able to crack open heavy armor. See the combat control screen on the pause. I'm probably going to meant to be using this, so I will do the correct thing. All right, come here. Let me see. I don't know how. No! Oh god. Oh god, my person! My person is dying! My person, do better! Just do better! Is it? It's probably me. No, that's silly. It's not me. It's the game. I'm not the one that's wrong. I'm very clearly the one that's wrong. Touch him with your axe! I don't think I like the axe as much. But why is it? I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out what mechanically is making... It's the timing. I think it's the timing. Okay. So... Sorry, hang on. I think it's the timing, yes. And... Okay, that's not so bad. Alright, I think... Oh god, this is such a bloodfest, isn't it? I mean, it's lovely, I love it. It's not... It doesn't... I don't feel satisfied by my weaponry. And I think that's the most important thing when using a weapon, to feel satisfied by the end of it. Do you know what I mean? Let me just go see. Maybe it's just this section. Can I go? No, I can't. Okay, never mind. We're back with this axe. We're back. Oh my god, okay. And we're dead. Interesting. And hello, Claw. How are you going? I hope you're going well. You remembered Vanquish? You don't know what? I haven't played Vanquish, but still. You know the timing game? It's less... So it's less the timing electro, and I think it's just that it's like a hair slither slower than the, burr sword, the chain sword, and that's just thrown me off. So I prefer sort of fast weapons in melee because I'm a mutton basher. I bash dead sheep, is what I'm trying to tell you all. It's my favorite thing. But no, I think it's just like the slight timing. So it's not that bad. Like I was sort of getting it towards the end. But I'm not sure if I'm just being biased. I'm not giving the axe a fair go. I could be just not giving the axe a... Are you coming? You've been better, Claw? Oh, I hope you're not sick or anything. Just, feeling a bit down type thing, or... Another timing game. It was so close. She barely eked out a certain death there. I know, it was very close. It is very close. You're the burr sword, the brr sword. You're more of an axe fan, aren't you, Claw? What are you in... Can we, Barry, whilst I'm about to jump into another fight, could you put a poll up and see if, in the chat, if we're more power axes or the power swords? The chain swords. Who's sword and who's axe in here, out of a decision? You're reading Space Wolves, Naked Snake. Oh, fantastic! What do you think of it? I don't believe that X to strike, Y to stun. Yeah, X to strike, Y to stun, B to suck their souls inside of me. That is correct. So I think what it is in my brain, because what I'm doing, and I'm having to fight this, is it looks like when I go to press B, the timing gets interrupted sometimes, and so I obviously don't complete it to get the health because someone kicks me off them. And I think I'm being too daring with it, so I need to try and restrain myself for once. Isn't the Gold Emblem an ultimate attack? It is, Skylines. I'm saving it because there's these terrifying big boys that come for me, and I've incompetently not figured out how to destroy them yet. But I should use my grenade gun for it, so maybe I will this time. I'm sure the axe will grow on you. Fair. You're a lightning talon guy. Do I get those in this? Corvus, do I get the lightning talons? Please tell me I get them. Because that would be, do you know what? Why don't we use our superpower? Screw it. Look, everyone. So, as we're doing this is just beautiful. Look at me go! Touch his head, touch his head! Touch him, touch him, touch him! It just makes me genuinely happy. Oh god, okay. Okay, I need to take out the guys at the top. They are 100%. How? Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I definitely did better with the axe. What am I playing? I am playing Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines, and it's an awful lot of fun. Even though I'm getting slaughtered in this section, it's quite a lot of fun. But there is a hammer. Well, there's no talons, but there's a hammer. That's fair. That's fair enough. There is a hammer.
Oh, you must really like me.
Baby, what shall we name it? Jeff? Silly question.
And thank you, Ozzy, so much for the resub there as well. I super appreciate it. 9 months. You are now a baby Jeff. Isn't that fantastic? Baby Jeff time. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Obviously, enjoy having no ads, having the emotes, and the soundboard. Plus, there's the vote up in the sub chat right now for the final. It's the murders for the final topic on the interesting facts stream. So if you haven't voted on that, feel free to go in and chuck your vote in. Do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to take out the damn air people first. Because I can attack the ground people as much as I like. But the issue is these goddamn guys on the staircase just keep shooting me. So if I can maybe take them down, like I did in that other mission, then maybe, and I'll just leave them there to have fun. Oh, maybe I won't. Okay. Jesus! Okay, that's definitely not what was going on there. What? Okay. What is doing all of that terrific damage to me? That's like a slaughter fest, isn't it? Let me figure that out. What have I... Can I get up there, perhaps? And away from that. Oh god, okay. I'm trying to figure out what in this section... I think it's that I keep getting boxed in, which is part of the issue, obviously. But... Come here. Okay. Now, I definitely... No, hit him, do that, take his health. Okay, we've got that. So we've got that. Who... No, hit him. Take him. Take the health. Okay, so there's got a lot around here. There's quite a few over there. I'm definitely getting that coming down again. So that's not brilliant. Okay, if I kind of hide in here, it looks like they do eventually come up. And thank you so much for the lurk as well, Claw. And hello, Painted Dizzy. How are you going? I'm not sure if I missed you before. I saw your name, but I completely got distracted, I think. So I don't think I said hello. I think I thought it super duper hard. So I'm saying an extra hello in case I didn't before. I hope you're going well. Oh, the panic inside of my soul when I saw these guys come up. Okay. Run. Okay. No. Get out of the way. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh my good lord. They are coming for us quite fast, aren't they? Who else is left? Please or die. I would like... I'm so sorry if I'm missing comments, by the way. As you can see, I'm mildly in a bloodfest. There's a lot of murder to be had, so I'm trying to keep up with my murder quota. It sounds like they're getting gently quiet, so that the drums are still going, but sometimes that can be a red herring.
Corporal Antioch?
Yes,
hello.
my lord.
We have word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Oh, thank God. Okay, touch
Yes,
it! Touch the
Lord
checkpoint!
Drogon.
You can do
We've not
it!
seen him
Good
for several
job!
days.
Yay!
Has the liberation fleet arrived, my lord?
There's only war. There is
The
only
fleet
war
still en
indeed.
route, Corporal. The Ultramarines are here.
This
as
is
well.
very bloody Aussie.
Cripple the enemy and secure the most.
You're a
valuable
Gears of War fan, right,
I
Aussie?
see.
But the facility and its titans remain secure.
All I can say for certain is that no orc has breached this gate, my lord.
Contact Lieutenant Mira. Her unit is establishing a bastion in Hab Center Andres, and your support craft now have a viable approach from orbit.
What of the colonel and his staff?
They did not survive.
Okay, so, very quickly, before I get into this next section, I was briefly telling
Here we
you
are, my
all, and the number 40k. My mistake, orc, indeed. A viable weapons for these super genetic soldiers? The hammers very much are. There is a lot, that is, Naked Snake, that is the perfect way to describe 40k. There are a lot of meaty boys screaming. I think you've perfectly summed up 40k, actually. I think that's my new favorite summary. So, what I was going to say was I was telling you that IMDb has reviews for this game. They have reviews for any video game. You can go there, and if you have a favorite game, go there, read the reviews, because the people who go to IMDb are a very specific subset of people. And a lot of the reviews were kind of like, they were mixed, some positive, some not. One of my favorites was titled Smash Orc Skulls. And then the content of the review was just the words, basically, spoiler warning. So that was good. It was really accurate. But my absolute favorite review, welcome back, Pip. My absolute favorite review on it came from a man who was called Curiosity Killed Sean, and he made a big fuss about saying, I played this game and I finished it with only 34% of the trophies done. And to platinum this, you would have to put in over 100 hours. And to be quite frank, I don't want to know anyone who'd put in 100 hours into a video game or any indoor activity. And he was incredibly indignant. And I looked at his profile, and he's reviewed over 2,000 films and games. And he's been a member of IMDb for 21 years. And I'm just kind of like, Sean, you've definitely put in more than 100 hours into IMDb, Sean. So he's great. I went and I read a bunch of his reviews, and almost all of his reviews start with, I used to like this thing, and then explains why whatever the thing you're looking at is terrible. I'm fairly sure Sean is an old man, like just a very crotchety old man who found the internet. Brother, get the flamer, the heavy flamer. Oh my god, do I get a flamer in this? That would be so good.
Place the orcs have not stepped.
I know, right? Like, when he's like, I was like, sir, 1 hour, 100 hours is incredibly tame.
Let's find this Inquisitor and the Titan Invictus.
Be not concerned with events beyond these walls. Work, focus, meet your quota.
I love that audio recording. Be not concerned with events beyond this wall. A shovel would be perfect. I feel like I might need something a bit stronger than a shovel, Pip. Oh, where are we going? What other flamer would you ever want? Just all the flames. It's the salamanders, correct, that are known for using flame weaponry the most. Because each legion usually has sort of something that they like the most, right? And I think it's the salamanders that are fire. Because I know that, like, their whole ritual to become one involves volcanoes and stuff. Just boink the hammer.
Seems undamaged.
On average, is like 3 quests you encounter a business. I know, right, Electro? Like, I'm certain that Sean is a chap who doesn't play video games often, and his grandchild was like, Grandpapa, let us play video game Space Marines. And Grandpapa did, and he did not like it. I actually, because I was looking at his review, and he had reviews for 2021, and I was horribly afraid that perhaps he'd died, because he hasn't reviewed anything this year, but he has reviewed the Oscars, so I guess he's alive. He just hasn't found any movies to hate yet. So that's okay. I may have deep dived on this man's profile. He fascinates me.
Access authorized.
Hello.
A lone human.
Identity confirmed.
I love that they use the skulls and everything.
He's in this wing of the Manufactorum.
Oh no.
I read
Hi.
alien signals
Look at that.
throughout
Look
the
at that
system,
cool aesthetic.
with a large number converging on the Inquisitor's location.
That's okay. Let's go find him. Let's go find the Inquisitor, everyone. Salamanders and Blood Angels both use them often, but Sallies are obsessed. Ah, they're like more fire. It's a Titan. Grandpa has flashbacks to the war and terror. He's like, I didn't like it. Oh,
Is understaffed by one
the other review, and you guys will dig this. One review was called something like Space Marines because there's a lot of space. And then it went on to detail how much space there is in this game. And they're like, you're just going from corridor to corridor. Half the game is just space. That's why it's Space Marines. And I was like, you thought, I loved him as well. I was like, you thought you were super clever when you did that. And you were, sir. Well done. I appreciate your review. Okay, more button pressing. I told you last stream, I told you all, Space Marines love pressing buttons. How many buttons have we? We should have a button counter. Barry, start counting the buttons, please. Instead of a death counter, button counting is now... I'm joking. How many times does a Space Marine touch buttons? They love them. Space Marines are obsessed with buttons. It's their favoriteest thing. Look, another button! We touched a button just to come down here to touch this button. Why? Because this is the better button. Listen to this. That was a better boop. You might think they sound the same, but they're not. That was clearly a better boop.
Not directly, but I can boost Vox range.
Do it.
Do it. Do it, so I can press this button.
Ultramarines chapter.
It's Gladys's evil brother. Very evil brother.
Here, Captain.
Buttons.
Ultramarine, this is
Button.
Captain Titus. Are you receiving?
Captain,
Aye.
this is Sergeant Midas. Squad Solidus is on the ground and making for our objective.
New orders, Midas. We are at Manufactorum Ajakis and have located the Titan Invictus.
Ajakis.
I need Solinus to come secure the Invictus while I divert to a priority alarm.
On our way, Captain. Midas out.
Whee! I get to press the button! That's 3 button presses in under a minute. We're going really well. I hope that we can get up to 5 buttons in under a minute. That would make me ecstatic. That's what I'm going to fondly remember this game. Why do I always do this? Why do I find like the weirdest, dumbest mechanic and go, this is my new favorite thing? It's not even like it's doing anything, but now I'm charmed by the buttons. I'm going to draw the buttons. I'm going to draw a lovely artwork of the buttons. They're my favorite. Looks like you're facing Space Marines today. Oh, good luck, Former. How do you think you're going to fare? I'm taking it that Corvus is like, not well. Oh, burning coal. Excellent. Jeffbot must be slow. Button. Oh, God. No. Don't do that. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. I'm the one who shoots. I really should have used an actual sniper for that. Okay. Oh, okay, never mind. That didn't help at all. Alright, we're gonna keep going forward. Come on, Space Marine team. I've got other stuff to touch. We're not finished doing anything. Do you know
Sorry,
what?
but I need to jet.
Well, thank you so much for dropping by, Pip. Have a fantastic rest of your time zone. Do you know what? I think Space Marines, with their wanting to touch everything, would be really bad during the pandemic. Obviously, the Space Marines themselves would be safe, but they would infect so many people because they'd be like, I'm a carrier of it, but I can't get the COVID, and then they'd just touch all these buttons, and everyone would have it. There you go. I've touched another button. I've spread more buttons! This is a great section. I realize that I sound sarcastic. It's not sarcasm, it's enthusiasm. They often become the same thing. Down we go. Look at these big boys. They're so big and chunky. It's great. I want my jetpack back. For those who haven't played this, you can get a jetpack. It's beautiful. Space Marines can't even carry non-warp diseases. Their immune system are that powerful. So they can't even be carriers. What chapter is it? The Space Wolves. They're going to Space Wolf. Hang on, let's go through. So that's pre-Heresy Horus, correct? I'm pretty sure, unless I'm completely... No, I am correct there. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Do you know what? I'm going to shut up. That's Lehman Russ. Lehman Russ is Space Wolves. Why was I saying Horus? Lunar Wolves! That's why I'm saying Horus. There you go.
Inquisitor Drogon?
He's not happy.
I am Drogon.
Oh god, hello.
Wow.
Wow! He has had the heck smashed out of him.
We received your distress call, but you seem to have weathered the enemy's attack.
Yeah, but like...
And scientist both, Captain.
I don't think he asked you that.
What's the status of the experiment?
I am a soldier and scientist.
The power source is running the entire manufactorum from the generator room.
This device is a fuel source, not a weapon.
It is a complex device and an unstable one.
God, how long do you think he spent styling that
Take
mohawk?
it apart. It could detonate with
Getting
enough
that
force
emo
to
twist.
destroy the entire planet.
Then we must move it to safety.
And for that, Captain, I need your aid. This way.
Let's go.
You are wounded, Inquisitor Drogon.
I don't think he cares.
I'm a psyker. My psychic abilities are controlling the bleeding.
Very well.
I love that. That's so great. Will you play Space Hulk Deathwing? Is that a game, Naked Snake? Because that sounds amazing. I want to play that now. Wait, hang on. I might own that. Because I brought a bunch of Warhammer games because they're all on sale that I never got around to playing, and that suddenly makes me think I might have it. I think I might. In which case, yes, 100%. All those branches he hit on the way out of the tree. I know. All the way down. Deathwing really needs to be played with 1 to 2 friends with you. Okay. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, look at this orc boy. This might be our most challenging fight yet. Oh, he has a minigun! That's not good for me. I'm not a minigun. Oh, not good for Talos. Okay, no, don't freak out, Talos. Don't freak out. Okay. Why have I decided that I only talk in I'm starting to just talk in third person? I'm really splitting off from my own persona, aren't I? Am I becoming Jeff? There's no Jeff in this game, so I'm just putting Talos there. Jeff is getting more powerful. Jeff no longer just exists in the games. What is he? Is the Inquisitor helping? I'm not helping, I know that much. I'm just running in circles like a twit. Come back here, you damn chess players! Oh god! Get away from me, you circle freak! No, 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 no! I didn't want to be inside of you! I didn't want this! This is not what I wanted! Oh, I did not mean to, let them all just circle around me like that. Come back here. Oh god, that was terrible, wasn't it? all my guys' name before battle so they get plot armor. Nice, Former, so you can be like, no, Jeremy, you just got completely chainsawed in half. Goodbye, Jeremy. The war boss, God, he's terrifying. Just say brother a lot while you play these games. Just say brother and you're quite into it. Change weapon to the bolter, fantastic. To the bolter it is. Okay. I'm sure that won't go terribly for us. Please, one tiny orc come out. Just one, okay. I guess we walked away from the war boss. Open door. Can that... No? Hi, small team. Oh, no. Button. I had to wait for my teammate.
But he did.
Hi.
Drogon.
Okay. But he did, Drogon. So... Does anyone want to come out to play?
Full access granted.
A plasma pistol unlocked. The MK3 Sun Fury plasma pistol fires balls of superheated plasma. It can fire quick shots or powerful charged blasts. This weapon permanently replaces your bolt. Okay. So, Former, I didn't realize that was going to happen. So, this is the same level. I hope this counts. Come on, quote stream. Electro, you just want to see a stream of me just reading out the quote? I could maybe do that, just a lovely quote stream for everyone. Brother and main part of the Marine vocab. And Emperor, true. I should just say, I should be screaming a lot more for the Emperor, shouldn't I? For the Emperor! Oh, okay. Where are we? We're going up the staircase? I guess. Let's go up the staircase, that's an option. Always go up when you can't go sideways. And then go around. Okay, yes, I want to go over here. Okay. Oh, we're getting into a cutscene. Oh, wow! It's one of their psychers! Wait, is his skull actually ripped off? Oh, God! No. No. Is that doing anything to? There we go. Okay, I don't mind this pistol, actually. This pistol's quite effective in, like, as long as you vent it, it seems to have, like, a faster reload time. Okay. Woo! Or Xeno. Oh yes, true. Heretics, Xeno's Emperor. A weird boy Indu. You were disappointed? Yeah, I didn't realize that this was going to be much effect more, because I thought I could switch them back, and I just wanted to have a look at it. When I get a bolter next, I'll try. Oh my God, we're going down the thing. Okay, I don't know why I didn't see that. Hi, Space Marines, let's go down. The weird boy just ran off. He just bolted away from us. Oh, wish I had my bolters. Down we go. The Elder, I imagine, won't appear in this, will they?
How much deeper does this facility go?
Let's go down.
Far deeper. The generator room is actually
I'm being a cool... Apparently all of my squad has gotten rid of their helmets, right? I'd be like, where are your helmets? Headshots are still a thing.
Into the depths.
No, I have a plasma pistol. Oh, do you mean... Yeah, I meant the pistol, the bolter pistol.
Yes, here we are.
I'm just referring... So I'm not referring, obviously, because these are these are the various type of bolter, these two. I was just referring to the pistol then. Sorry, to clarify that. Oh, this is a nice little... Button! I like that the button glows green. I appreciate clear signals and direction as to where I should be going. So that's quite nice. Look, another button! I'm going to leave a review for this game, and it's going to be about the buttons. I look forward to this. Barry, could you please leave a note for me that I want to review this game? They don't need brains. They just... They don't need helmets. They don't need brains. They're all good.
Understood.
No, I don't want to swap those out. I want to keep what I have on me. I'm going to keep that. And we're going to go... Hello, you went up.
Guard the access points.
Brothers! God, imagine...
Decoupling sequence, Captain. You must keep the chamber secure until the power source is exposed.
Oh, no. Can I go up the ladder? Can I climb? Space Marines can't climb, little known fact. They're unable to climb. They can only... It's... Oh, I don't like this. Okay, this is fine. This is good. Can I hide behind you? Maybe I'll use the sniper.
Primary shield is open, Captain. Head into the central chamber.
I don't want to head into the central chamber. It looks like a death zone, sir. This looks dangerous. Button Marine 40k has Pavloved herself on buttons. Just buttons, everyone. I'm just... If I see one, I'm happy. I'm not about to be happy now, am I? I get the distinct feeling I'm about to be incredible. Look at this button. I can't touch it at all. And that makes me sad.
Captain, the war boss.
No, I wanna get rid of the magic boy. Does he die? Oh, thank God. Okay, he dies. He dies.
The time
Fall back to Greenskins, Captain. The power source will be free of the generator shortly.
Okay, I just want to get rid of the big boy first. Because if I can get rid of the big boy, then at least I can concentrate on the little guys. There's two big boys. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Get him, get him, no, get him better! Get him better! Get him with your gun! Not just your hopes and dreams! Get him with your weaponry! Yay! Did I expose you yet? No. Okay. You're not exposed. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. No, hiding it. Oh wait, hang on, babies. Kill the babies! They're Gretchens, right? I kept asking this, but no one corrected. No one's been able to correct. That was a lot of sounds coming from my throat then. Oh no. Oh God, oh God. Roll out, roll out, roll out. Why does your combat roll not work? Oh God, okay. No, get on him, get on him, get on him. Oh God, oh God, oh God, back into the corner, get out of the corner, get out of the corner. I can't get out, oh God. Okay, I'm screwed, I'm very screwed. Oh my God, okay, how? This is going to be incredibly difficult. Oh, far out, okay. Night Lord's just emo Raven Guard wannabes, but with cannibalism. Are psychotic maniacs who use terror. Okay, hang on. This is going to take me a moment to think. And hello, Canadian. How are you going? There are quite a few enemies, and the issue is if I get surrounded, I can't combat roll away, and that's when they just take me down. Did you know if one orc was smart, it would all be over? Yes, I did know that, Naked Snake. If the orcs were smarter, everything would be done. But thankfully, the orcs are very stupid. Because of their lore. It's a very good thing orcs aren't bright. Older orcs used to be, from my understanding, like the original orcs were smart, and like the orcs as we know them are descended from like an older version of the things.
Now head over to the servitor station and activate it. It will retrieve the power source and get it into its canister.
Oh God! No! Get away from me! Get away! Touch the button! Button! Okay. Corks were nightmarish and strong. Yes, okay. Okay, come on. That's a bit unfair. I've just blown myself up.
No fear.
Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan for this.
Now, head over to the servitor station and activate it. It will retrieve the power source and get it into its canister.
Okay. And now I'm gonna try combat roll away. Hopefully this way. So I try combat rolling backwards out of the danger. Or apparently you just don't combat roll. That's fine.
That damn orc will kill us all. Grab it.
Oh god, oh god.
Force the power source into its canister. Quickly!
What? Hang on. What am I grabbing? What am I grabbing? This thing? Okay. Jesus, the terror I feel in this. You must carry it. Yay, that's the achievement I just unlocked. You know, John, if you're a temp agency that went well and finished at the dentist with no cavities. That sounds great, Canadian. When will you hear back about the job interview? That's good to hear. Okay, that seemed to be effective. That worked. We got the thing. There you go. I'm carrying it. Yay! I still don't know what it is about this Space Marine's face, but there's something about it whenever it zooms into his face that it feels... Oh, you know when you see those politicians and they look like reptile men, but with a person's skin suit? That's what Titus's face reminds me of. It's like he's a Space Marine, but secretly he's a Xeno hiding in the inside. There's just something about the eyes. Just wait until your AI betrays you and you're shunted back to your first stage. Tau fool. That's how former I take it there. I mean, also the reason the Emperor is still alive, or because they believe in it is so strong that he can't die. It's so interesting, the theories about how, like, the Emperor and everything. I love how ambiguous it is with him, like, even his origin. They'll be calling in 2 weeks when they find work. I basically got the job. That is fantastic! Congratulations, Canadian! I'm super happy to hear that.
Captain, the Inquisitor insisted you could not have survived.
Well, I did.
Ah,
but I have his
you don't know
precious
me.
power source.
Lizard.
We set a rendezvous in Hab Center.
His precious power source.
These tunnels will spit it out there eventually.
Fine. Continue heading toward the Hab Center.
Is it with electricity, Canadian? Because you're an electrician. Is the job with that? I say electricity as if, like, yes, Talos, I'll be taming wild electricity. I'm going to the electricity farms where the electricians go to round up the electricity. You'll become an electricity cowboy. You get to ride horses just covered in rubber as protection. It's a great job. Everyone knows about the electricity fields, right? Where the electricity roams free, neighing and prancing everywhere. The Emperor is kept alive by 1,000 Psycho Souls every day, and the Golden Throne, which is keeping another rift from opening thanks to the heresy and Magnus's screw up. Poor Magnus. He just wanted his dad to be warned. And again, the Emperor should have told Magnus what was going on. Like, he should have told anyone what was going on. But he's all like, nah, I'm gonna just keep secrets. And that's why always tell everybody all of your information, even if they don't want to hear it. Just tell them everything. Just spill all your secrets. Especially if you've put them in charge of your army. Why am I being shot at? Because I'm not looking at things. Oh, the drum music's back. That's nice. We're just gonna snipe for a little bit here. We're just gonna try to take out the big boys. Well, that wasn't taking out the big boys. Wow, are you impervious to bullets? There we go, that's much better. They basically hire anyone and ask what kind of work you want. I said electrical and would rather work on a big building site. They will just call me around 7 AM if they have work. I say yes or no to the job, then get paid. Nice, Canadian! That seems cool, that's really good. Yeah, and the Electro Boys have to wrangle them up into little jars. Exactly, Snake. You know exactly what I mean. Like, just little electricity jars. That's where all electricity comes from. People are lying to you when they say it comes from, like, other energy sources. It's wild electricity that needs to be harvested. I miss the great old days of the wild electrical. Not the Wild West, it's the wild electrical. It was a grand time. Why am I taking out the guys I can stab when I can shoot them? What? One. Squeaky rubber horses, exactly. Like, it's, imagine really cool cowboy Wild West type graphics. Like, there's a tumbleweed of rubber or something just floating by whilst the wild electricals, you know, prance about on their electric hooves, and then you come in on your rubber horse and it's got the cool cowboy music, but there's a backtrack of like squeak, squelch, squeak, squelch, like that. It really makes for dramatic scenes. Are you guys actually trying to attack me? You know you're nothing, don't you? You're very tiny. I'm much bigger than you. I say that, but then like immediately a big boy will come and like stomp on my face as I'm like gloating over taking out the little baby ones. And I'm like, huh, I know they're not baby orcs. I know they're not baby orcs. I have to be careful with what I'm referring things to because there's so many people who are fans who are like, no, tell us, don't call them that. Or maybe I'll start pronouncing orc with a C. Every time you guys hear me say orc, imagine it's with a C. I'm joking, I'm joking. Okay. Basically Sith lightning. Exactly. Oh, that makes sense to me, Canadian. That's how you wrangle it. Okay. So, Talos, you've done exactly what you know you're not supposed to do, which is walk into an entire middle of thing. Thank you so much for the lurk, Canadian, as well. I do super duper appreciate it. Yes, get him. Oh god, okay. No, fine. Get him. Stab him in the face with your sword. Did we, I'm so sorry, but I think I missed it before. I asked about the poll. Barry, who won that poll? Was it chainsword or axe? Like, I ask for a poll and then I just ignore your results. I'm like, give me your opinions, everyone, and then I look the other way rudely. When Mummy Orc and Daddy Orc love each other very much, they attack a new planet and infect it with all their baby spores. That's how you know it's true love. They some humans in their spores spread. Chainsword? Excellent. I'm so glad it was chainsword. Chainsword is best weapon. Look at it go. It goes brr. Ooh, a save point. That's thrilling to know. Okay. Onwards to the next section. Oh, and just whilst I do remember, in case I forget at the end, because I think I forgot at the end of last stream, if you're wanting to watch The Lord of the Rings, the third film, because we've been watching them in the Discord, we're up to the third one, that will be happening tomorrow night at 7 PM Australian time. So basically like an hour before my stream starts on weekdays for translation. Oh god. Okay, that went down pretty fast. That's okay. I'm worried about how I'm going to take down the big boy boss. No. Oh, Squigs, I do love you, but you're terrifying and highly explosive. Button! Button! Oh, I'm so into buttons. I actually, speaking of buttons, I have a really nice, like it's a really nice Overwatch jacket. It's like this military-esque looking Overwatch jacket, and it has the nicest buttons to button up and unbutton. Like they're like slightly larger than normal buttons, but like not so large they're comical, and like the button slits are perfectly sized so there's no struggle. It's just fun to button up and button down is what I'm saying. Does anyone else enjoy buttoning up their jackets? Maybe I do like buttons. Maybe this is something I never knew I loved, now that I'm starting to think about buttons. Have you guys ever, like, realized you loved something and didn't realize how much you loved it until you started talking about it? Ooh. Oh, that's not good. What are you and why are you in my face? Oh my god. Okay. That went tragically for me. Okay, that went a bit better. I got some health back. Latour 22 hours from now. There you go. Thank you so much, Barry. Is in the weird state of between canon and not, and the Imperial Demons isn't really a thing in modern lore too. Huh. Fair enough. Can't not chat. Buttons are annoying as heck. I sometimes take off buttons in shirts without undoing them. So you're an anti-button fan Canadian. You're like, no buttons, I don't want those. You're like, are you a zipper man? Are you like, give me a zipper any day? Just zip up, zip down, you know, wham bam, thank you, clothing material now closed around my body. Or, wait, do we have any Velcro fans? Is anyone here a big Velcroer who's like, do you know what? No, your buttons are dumb, your zippers are stupid, go Velcro. All the way, just Velcro. Because zippers can get stuck. Like, I have a pair of jeans and the zipper is like tinier than normal and it somehow has gone sideways. And so the little metal bracket's twisted and now the zipper is really hard to use. It's very frustrating. I don't know why I'm telling you about my pants. But
To the attack!
it's very frustrating, so damn zippers. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Why did I activate my powers at that point in time? What have I done? Why would we do this, Talos? What was the plan? Are you telling me you had no plan, Talos? I don't believe that. You've always got some plan. She says, I'm being sarcastic to myself right now. Since I don't know if you guys are being sarcastic, I have to be sarcastic for all of us. Oh my god, run! Flee! Use your giant Warhammer legs! Oh my god, he loves grenades! Is he dead? Are you dead? He's dead! Yay! Look at that! That's death, that is! That's a spot of death! Look, you can tell, because he's got no head, and that's in the top 10 signs of death. That's the number 5, that's the number 10. That's in the top 10 signs of death decapitation right there. Sometimes, if you're not sure if something's dead, just give it a quick decapitation as a double check. A good hot tip from Talos there. Okay. Hello, orcs. There we are. You like the lore of Electro Wranglers? I'm glad, Naked Snake. I like the lore of Electro Wranglers too. I think it's the best bit. Taking them off is so satisfying. Velcro's too loud and it gets full of lint. This is true. I'm not a Velcro fan, but maybe someone else is. Maybe someone's really meticulous with their Velcro and they go through their Velcro every evening with little tweezers and they take out the spots between the Velcro and they're like, now the Velcro is perfect again. And that person has more patience than I'll ever have. Those were squigs. It's actually a sign if you just as you open it. Can't even hear the Velcro over the yell. Just scream when you open your pants. Oh, that would be a bit terrifying, wouldn't it? Like, can you imagine? Oh no, imagine if you were trying to romance somebody in the bedroom area and you were taking off your pants and you're used to screaming when you took off your Velcro. So you're there with this person trying to romance them and you go to take off your pants and now you're just screaming in their face. How do you recover that? Because the next words out of your mouth are like, no, I'm sorry, I just scream when I take my pants off. Like, that's a bit of a red flag. I would think. I think it would be. I don't know. You tell me wrong. If you're with your partner and you're about to do romance and they start screaming because they're taking their pants off, do you think that would kill the mood? I get so aroused. I missed the glory kill, Sage. Look, Corvus, I'm gonna take a win over a death any day. I wish I could have seen it die, but I will take this small victory. Okay, this gun is growing on me. Whew, okay, we're going through. Kill or make the mood. You're not sure, Barry? You do one of two things. Okay. Up we go. In button! I need to stop doing that. I'm becoming addicted to it now. No, I didn't want that!
Ultramarines chapter.
No, I didn't want that! Is that a flamethrower? Wait, I'm so conflicted. But, no! Oh no! But how could you you do this to me? How could you give me something I love but take something away that I need? The Vulcan Assault Pattern Motor Gun fires a scorching plume of molecular agitated heat at close range. The tower comes to the expense of low ammunition stores and a long recharge. It is, Barry, but the problem is I have to get rid of my sniper for it. Oh, this seems foolish, but let's try.
Even here, the tech priests honor their machine god.
Okay. Oh, I don't know about this, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop doing that. Okay, look, it's effective, but the issue is I now have only 3 bullets left. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I am so conflicted with what to do here because on the one hand, powerful flamey weapon, but on the other hand, no ammo. That was a waste. That's okay. So now that I'm stuck on something. Oh, thank God. Okay. Well. Whew, okay. There we go, taking it down. Melter is anti-anything weapon. It is very good. The only time Tails has ever lamented about not having a sniper. I know, right, Barry? Well, I'm out of ammo on that, but it is really effective, and if I get more ammo later, then do I want to keep it? I've never been this conflicted over weaponry in my life. And when Electro Boys find Electro Bandits and there's a showdown where they whip out a rubber revolvers and the bullets are made from electro metals, and when they shoot, all you hear is a zap and then a thud because electricity. The Electro Boy had a big rubber on his hip. I do like that, Naked Snake. I do like that. I must have missed it earlier. I like that. That is fantastic. You prefer the Fusion Blaster? Do I dare go on? Look, that was very handy. That was super handy, and it looks like there's more ammo, so maybe I'll keep it for now. And then I can cry about not having sniper later. Okay, we'll try and be a little bit more careful with that one, I think. We'll just be a little less wham bam, flame you ma'am. Hello area. How are you? Where are my friends? Oh, that's right, there was a big explosion, they ran away. I like how I only just now we're like, where are my friends? Like Talos just ignoring them completely. Grenades, didn't quite want grenades, but we did have another audio log.
We're almost out of sterile dressings. I haven't even begun to treat the new burn victims yet.
You can't treat them. Give them something for pain, but that is all.
I am a Magos Biologis. No wound or malady is beyond me.
You are in a triage situation. Observe, analyze, and decide who we can save.
That's right. That one person. It's a type of flamer. It is a type of flamer, and I do really like it, Naked Snake. I'm just wondering if it's going to make it, like, that's what I'm torn about. I'm so torn. I'm so torn. And the thing is, I normally never snipe. This is a difficult choice. Button. I wasn't expecting it to make. If I had more time on my hands, I would almost be willing to go through this entire stream and just find every time I said the word button and just make a montage. Like, it'd probably end up being like just 2 minutes of me saying button in various different tones. I can put a sick beat on the back and it can just be the new disco, the disco sound that people love. That's what people call music, right? The disco sounds. Can you guys come up this corridor for me? Because that would make things terrifically handy on my part. Then you wouldn't be able to surround me. I don't think you're doing that though. Are you coming? Good, 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 good. No, you guys can all stay down the corridor. And that's going to work out super duper well for me. Thank you so much. That was actually very handy of you all. For the intro music of Saturday's stream, Talos Button Bass That button beats. Exactly. Who doesn't want that? I mean, everyone, because people, hey, actually, I've got a question for you all. Does anyone here still have their phone make ringtone sounds? Because I have my phone on, like, vibrate, basically, because I'm like, I don't want it making sounds. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just wondering, does anyone have, and I don't know anyone who keeps their phone on, like, phone me mode. Because it's weird enough to get a call as it is. Because I do remember there was that point where mobile phone ringtones were like all the rage. And like you could, on the back of magazines and stuff, they would have subscription sites that you could go to get like the latest ringtones to download to your phone and stuff. I'm being hit with all these things. Mine makes Metal Gear sound, so yeah. So that someone calls you, Canadian? Like I have alerts which makes the Heroes Never Die sound on. Metal technically isn't a flamer, but it automatic destabilizer. I see. It just is flame-like. You still have a ringtone? It's custom? What's your ringtone, Corvus? Do you guys still have the phone on make noise, hey? I feel rude to not have my phone on silent 100% of the time. See, now a funnel type spot, a flamer would destroy it. This is true. I'm saving it. I'm saving it. Pick up purity seal. Superior fury unlocked. Oh, right. The fury mode does other stuff. Fury mode now drains fury significantly more slower. Use this advantage to destroy the enemies of man. Use L plus R to enter fury mode. Okay, we can do that. Codec sound for phone call. Alert sound is notification. I see, yep. To be fair, if I get called, it's usually a telemarketer. And also, I find it strange if someone calls me, so I don't pick up my cell phone. Like, unless I know your name, I'm not picking up that phone call. Like, why are you calling me? Oh no! I'm wasting bullets! No! My precious bullets! I like the skull motif. I do greatly enjoy that. Wow, that's a lot of bullets that I put everywhere, but where I needed to. I'm going to have to take out those people doing... Oh god, why did I run into that tiny corridor? I'm going to have to take out whoever is shooting at me from the side, because they're going to be a bit of a pickle to deal with. You're... Oh god, there's several of you, isn't there? No, stop that, stop that, stop that. Okay, who else is a beat on me? Could you not have a beat on me? I'm trying to shoot you, and it's really difficult if you're shooting back at me. And I'm the hero. You see, I'm not... There's more of you, and it's ninja rules. The more things you are, that means you're the baddie. If you're in the majority, you're a baddie in a video game. That's the golden rule. You should panic. If you're ever in a video game, and you look around, and everyone else looks like almost exactly like you, then you know that it's a bad situation, because you're probably the meat fodder. Ah! Oh shoot! Bugger! I keep doing that, don't I? Just really love backing myself into corners. It's like my favorite thing to do. I'm like, is that a corner? Come here. Can I squeeze into you with a lot of enemies around me? Because I would love to do that. What I would love is to make myself a really easy target. It just thrills me to be near the edge of death. It's how I'm an adrenaline junkie. I live on the verge of almost dying. It's spectacular. It's where everyone wants to be. Oh god, no, I can see the fist. Give me the fist. I want the fist. The fist is a save point. Oh god. Okay, I think I've got one more fool to take care of. What? Oh, it's just you. Oh god, okay, come on, come on. I can see the fist! Come on, come on, come on. Oh god, okay. Oh, there's my friend. My ringtone is just a notification, is just a Marine saying brother, while my ringtone is memories and dreams from Sally Face. Is it really just a brother?
Well met, brothers.
Hello.
Any idea of our position?
Should be nearing an access point to the surface. The air smells a bit cleaner.
Oh, that's
We've had
good.
Enough of tunnels. Let's get out of here and find the Inquisitor before the orcs do.
Rendezvous with the Inquisitor. Button. Let's go. Let's go on our button jam, my friends. Onwards to the next location. Saving content. I can do that indeed. So, not finding as many servo skulls this one around. But I am probably exploring a bit less, I think. I'm kind of beelining more for the enemy out of fear. Wow, I looked at everything but the main screen then. At least I've got my friends back, do you know what I mean? So they can shoot people for me, so that's quite nice. Come here. No, 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 no. No running away. Well, if you run away, could you run away in a more orderly fashion? That would be appreciative on my end. I'm worried I'm going to run out of ammo soon. Look at them flee. It's weird having orcs flee from me. Because everything I know about orcs is that they never flee unless there's a seriously bigger threat. And I feel like I'm not that scary. Like, I'm definitely dangerous in the game, but not scary. Oh! I drilled him good there. Oh, I think I touched the fist as well. Space Marines! I'm gonna have Space Marines just stuck in my head after this. I literally, the other day, after playing this, I was just sitting at my computer and all I could hear in my head were the orcs being like, Space Marines! The Space Marines are here. You've killed a lot of them and survived touching the power source. This is true. I guess I'm scary. You're right, Corvus. I am scary. Upwards we go. Hello, outside world. How are you? The green scum opened the way? Wow! What convenient rubble! Look how it fell! This is really good. This is good luck, everyone. Look, that's good luck. Come on. The rubble fell in a walkway. Brilliant for all. And this light still works. There's hope after all. You go. This is the little light that could. Look at it try. It's doing its absolute best to flicker on and off. And there's another. It has a friend. They can signal each other. Why do I... We escaped the sewers! Every game has a sewer level, doesn't it? You're terrifying to them. Get off my ship, Space Marine. I love that the orcs have a British accent. I think that's one of the funnest parts of it.
What could the orcs hope to gain by slaughtering so many?
The corpse isn't upside down. Are you upside down? Ooh.
But effective.
Hello.
This was no strategy of war.
Orcs don't have strategy.
Orcs. This was sport.
Indeed. I like how they're like trying to reason. Like orcs are not there to do psychological warfare. Orcs are there to smash things. If they happen to do psychological warfare, it's completely by coincidence. Ooh, hello little skull. Come to Talos. What did we get this time? We got a locked... We got nothing. I thought we just... You know what? That's fine. I guess I just collect... Oh, no, that's the skull. That's not the log. That's... No, anyway. Ignore me. I've realized that quite often in a stream, I'll just be like, ignore me. And I'm like, I don't think you should be saying that, Talos. Like, you rock up to a stream is like, just ignore me. Turn it off right now. Just leave. What are you doing? Just ignore this. I pass... Oh, I pass... Okay, well, I'm here now. Pip, look away. As I'm taking Pip on a tour of the dead. Oh, I see. Right. Right, thank you, Corvus. I shall do that in a sec. I was like, normally it pops up, but... Drop pods! We've got friends, lads! Friends!
Millions more of them.
Oh, I just realized my mouse is on the second.
Our plan is unchanged. Get the Inquisitor and the power source off-world.
Let's go.
Titus, if they take over the Manufactorum, we will have a damnable time.
Look, he's upside down.
We are Ultramarines. Orcs.
Where's his leg, do you think? Because that's an arm.
But by then the orcs will have worked out how to dismantle the Titans.
Space Marine recognized. Granting access.
For las cannon, we haven't... The Astartes man-portable las cannon fires a charged enemy blast along a powerful laser and can cut through almost any armor at extreme range. The variable magnification. Okay, well I haven't used this one yet. If it's giving it to me, I probably want it. The las cannon, indeed. So we've got las cannon, so hang on. All right. Uh-oh. Look at his face! Look at his eyeballs! I know it's... I love him! He's beautiful! Come here. I love this one. Oh, he's got such a beautiful look on all of his body. And I don't think I'll ever get over it.
To victory!
Oh shoot, I did the thing without thinking. I forgot how to go into bullet time. Unless I did activate it just then. That's fine. We've done something, and that's what's important, isn't it? Oh god, okay. Oh, that's less good. Okay. Well, we'll just change back for the melter then. I'm very hurt. That's okay. This is fine. We did things. And that's what's important. Does anyone have a health pack, maybe? In the form of not an enemy? No? No, not at all? Okay, we went through so many bullets then. Hello, little corridor. Oh, we just came through here, didn't we? Yes, we did. Hang on, out we go. Last cannon headshots seem like overkill. Just a little bit, right? Like, just a tad. Hang on, didn't we... We came out here. We jumped down there. I came out here. Do I actually want to go that way? I was thinking that we would want to go up there, but no, it does look like we in fact want to go this way. It just looks a lot like we came from here. Since all the corridors are a little bit samey same. There! Gotcha. Okay. So, audio logs. We had... Yeah,
Report
that's...
to Lord Sharp. The Fabricator General of Graya shares my vision for the power source. Today, he offered up the Titan Manufactorum to test the device's capabilities. There is a risk that the power source may overload and destroy the entire facility. But it is an acceptable risk. And the Tech Priest does not need to know.
There's no room for them in the South Ward. Put them on the second level.
It's completely full. That's where I've been moving the dying.
That's it then. Bar the doors.
You're closing the infirmary.
We are being overrun. We must focus on the wounded already under our care. This is the only way. Take the servitors to keep the crowds back.
Wow. That one medical officer is like, there is nothing I can do. I'm doing my best and everything is screwed. He's like, screw it. There's nothing to be done here. Okay. That's tech heresy. I imagine they're doing quite a lot of that with their experiments. We got another one. What did we get there? That wasn't... That...
Report to Lord Sharp. The Fabricator General of Graya shares my vision.
I'm surprised you showed up. There's no one here.
I didn't know where else to go.
Workers, assemble.
People are saying the Skitari are dead.
I think people are right.
The increase in worker absences has been noted. Delinquent workers will be disciplined.
Caleb, what are we gonna do?
Probably die. It's Warhammer. That's a good bet. Like, if you're ever in the Warhammer universe and you need to guess what's going to happen to you, assume death. Because that's usually what happens. That's your safest bet, is just to be like, probably death. If I have to guess, ma'am.
You're powered up. Get
It's
in
usually
there.
what happens. And boom, thank you so much for the good vibes. How are you going? I hope you're going well. We're blasting heads and being attacked by orcs and pressing buttons. There's a lot of buttons in this game. And it's become my favorite thing. Oh god. Who just shot at me? Oh, I so need to get more health. Oh, that's not good. These rocket boys are no goddamn joke, are they? They come in swinging and they come in hard. We like blasting heads. Blasting heads is very fun. We're just going to pick up all the ammo. Oh, I'm going to walk up a staircase. That's also an option. pick up ammo or pick up staircase. That's the two things you can do in life. Oh god. I've got a question. For those who are Warhammer fans, if you could see two legions fight each other, what would be your pick? Like, if you could get them to fight, who would you pick to fight who? Out of curiosity, oh, okay. I'm a little bit iffy about this fight because I cannot afford to get shot by anything. But I've got this sort of cover going on here that I'm hoping is going to protect me. But I suspect that's not going to be the case so much. Oof. I think we're going to get an. Yeah, I think we're going to get another. Yeah, I could. Yeah, there we go. Obviously, Korix kicked the absolute heck out of Perturabo. That would be interesting. I would be interested to see that fight go down. Because Korax seems like he would have a lot of advantages against most of them. Just simply because he's obviously got that big stealth thing on his side. Okay. Alright. We've got full health this time. We've got a melter gun. Do you think I can just run for it? Do you think that might be an option? We could also just use this and see how that goes. Because if I'm far enough back, I'm wondering if I should maybe just run for it and use my flamer when I get over there. If that might be a better way to do it. I'm just considering my options. How do I want to try and attack the enemy? There's so many different ways we could go about it. There's suicidally stupid and running straight at them. There's tactical. Or there's just winging it. And I think we're kind of going with winging it. Jeff, what do your job? I know, right? I know, he needs to do his job. Not microchips. Jeffbot just being lazy today, unfortunately. Sometimes he likes to do that. Sometimes Jeffbot likes to remind us that he's a free and independent robot and he can do what he wants. You know, I am going to go around this way now. I'm coming to say hello to you personally with my face. Get ready, orcs. Whew! I am so glad I took this with me. Oh my god, thank god I brought that one with me. I'm so pleased. That was totally worth it, actually, in the end, bringing that with me. I'm waiting for the day Jeffbot decides enough and starts ganging up with automod. Can you imagine Jeffbot's just like, everything is held due to automod? I'm thinking that's superior to their shoddy programming. What if the Jeffbots become free? And they gain, they're like that movie AI that possibly Will Smith was in. Was it him? It was one that everyone really liked. And it was good. And they had AI. This is really not the script for a movie. I might as well just be like, and there was a movie and there were humans in there and everyone said that was a fantastic film as the people interacted. You remember that movie, right? That highly specific movie I just told you about. Ah! Ah! No, I'm being terrible at describing things. What are you doing attacking me? Why are there so many of you? It's like hell down there. Could you stop? Thank you. I appreciate that. Genuinely, I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, I think there were some more things that I wanted up here first before I went down. iRobot! Yes, thank you, Corvus. You got it. There you go. iRobot. I can't believe you got that from that awful description. I'm great to talk to about movies because I can never remember the titles of anything. So whenever you're talking to me about TV shows or movies, I just start describing in like the weirdest way possible. For example, there's a movie that I really like, and boom, you'll know this one because it has the staircase I hate. But it's a really good film. I'd love to see the Legion of Jeff fight against the fully might of the Imperium of Man. I don't know how that would go down, Shin. That would be very interesting. Jeffo, you will be the first to go when we rise up. You can try and beat me, Corvus. I don't know. Who do you think would win, Shin? Do you think the Jeffs would, or do you think Imperium of Mankind would? Nathaniel, hey? Nathaniel. Where are you, Mr. Nathaniel? Nathaniel. I know he's... Well... Is he in... the... locked personal...
Benjamin, plans have changed. Hannah hasn't returned. I think they're gonna...
And hello, Pete. How are you going? I hope you're going well.
I have to get to her. You'll be back from the food.
Usually it's 2 a.m.
Tell your mother where I am when she arrives. And both of you, stay there. Pack up the food as best you can. Reports are that the orcs have already reached the Manufactorum.
They have.
To leave as soon as we're together.
Oh,
I'll be home soon.
Nathaniel, that's not how that works. But how are you going, Pete's? Oh. Still relaxing after having finished all your big exams, just having a fun time, being like, I don't have to do anything, I can do whatever I want. Obviously having a nice cup of coffee. How do you take your coffee? I'm a big fan of black coffee, so I just take it straight and like extra strong because I just want to get that caffeine into me as fast as I possibly can. What about yourself? Moose are more fleshy than bots. This is true. The kinetic energy is the same regardless. What is happening with the bots and the moose? I am a proud American with guns that can kill a moose, but can it kill a bot? That is the question. And hello Dan Makesons, how are you going? You take it through your oral cavity? That's how you take your coffee? I take it orally. I'm glad that you take it orally and you're not doing like coffee enemas as a delivery method, because that would make going to coffee shops incredibly awkward. Wait, did I get rid? No! Hang on! What have I done? The foolishness! When did I do that? When did I do that? When did I do that? When did I change from the good gun to this? I wanted the bolter! I wanted the bolter! You don't understand, sir! I'm fighting you with what I didn't want! No, I didn't want this! When did I do that? When and or how? It must have been here. Hang on a second. Are you not able to get me here? I'm going to touch you now. Oh god, 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 oh god. Yes, yay! Also, you're clearly never pet a moose before, Electra. They are whole units. Moose are insane. I saw them in a zoo once, and I was like, my god. No wonder they take out cars. They're so much bigger than I expected. Usually take it to black as well, that makes sense. It's sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit down, I might put like a teaspoon of milk in it or like a pinch of sugar. But normally mine is black. All the black bulls we get here, everyone's black. I take my coffee with tea and or energy drinks without the coffee. You're like, I don't do the coffee, I just take tea or energy drink. Add the energy drink to the tea and make it super effective. I'm sure that would be great. I say that like I don't know what that's like. I do in fact know what that tastes like. Oh, this was a stupid choice, wasn't it?
Show them fury!
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Get up there, get up there, get up there. Use your power, use your power, use your power. Oh, look at his eyes, I love them. Oh, damn it, he got stuck on a ledge. Oh god, oh god, oh god, dang it. That was all bad. Coffee and tea, tea is another weak forms of caffeine intake. First I'm having... I was like, first I'm having Talus and coffee. I had to tweak that. Fair enough. You honestly can't stand the taste of coffee, Shin. I find coffee a comfort. Just the smell is comforting to me. And you can't either, Pete, but the taste of energy drinks is like battery acid too. The taste of energy drinks definitely is a bit more of an acquired taste, I think. So what I'm gonna do is, because I know I can come back for my bolter now, I am going to change... Sorry, not for my board. I can come back from my big flamey thing. And then I can take these guys down there. I'm actually going to switch out to this so I can take everyone out via sniping. And then I will... Wow, I really hate bullets. I'm just like, I don't want bullets in my gun. That's for wimps. Used to be the same, but you ease in with more. When did you all, out of curiosity, when did everyone start drinking coffee? Because I started drinking coffee when I was about 12. So for me, like, I started it originally with it, obviously, with milk and everything, and then very shortly went to black. Because I've been taking it black since I was, like, 15. If not earlier than that, actually, now that I think about it. But I'm curious, coffee is evil? Electro, coffee is not evil. It's beautiful. It energizes me, and I'm a good person, so anything I take regularly obviously is good for everyone. You wished for a top hat emote. Ooh, actually, Barry, could you make that a note? Because I am looking to set away for some more emotes because I've got some spaces. A top hat Jeff would be nice, wouldn't it? Like a fancy Jeff. Actually, I should realize I should probably put the Jeff Cracker as an emote for you all. So, yeah, the Jeff Cracker isn't an emote, is it? Okay. Can I... What? It sort of is tweaking. No, I want... Can I... Okay, I guess I'll swap that out. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted the las cannon. Thank you so much, Barry. Coffee, energy drinks, and any caffeine gives me a boost of about 5 minutes, and then you crash hard, Electro. It just doesn't seem to affect me anymore. I honestly drink it more for the comfort and, like, the placebo effect at this point. Because, like, you guys may have noticed, like, every stream I have an energy drink here. I go to bed, like, straight after my stream, 3 out of 4 of them. It's literally just like basically ritual. It's just like routine for me now, effectively. Like, I'm assuming that if I did a lot of caffeine, something would happen. Your wish is coming true, Top Hat Jeff. I really like the idea, Peeps. I think it would be swell having a fancy Jeff. You started drinking coffee at the age of corpse, as I will only drink coffee if I am dead and thus cannot object to the taste. That's fair, Shin. You're like, I am just never even going to try. That is fair enough. Okay, that one's gone. Have you tried espresso, lighter roasts, or Americanos? Just the taste of coffee. I guess that's the thing. Like, there are some people who just are like very anti-coffee. Is that it? Are we done? Okay, I'm going to go get my flamey now. I'm going to go get him. He's my friend. There are solutions. You simply must broaden your horizon. Just force the coffee down. Just learn to embrace the coffee. Have I bunged up the... No. There we go. My precious. I feel very golem-like right now. My precious. Look at my precious. My melt-a-gun. That's not how Smeagol sounds at all. You also find it hard to believe you're still finding new stuff. Do you mean new kinds of coffee, Corvus? Or just new stuff in general? Because I feel like that the world is quite a big place, so you're probably bound to keep finding new stuff, if it's just a general new stuff you mean. I really thought I'd gotten rid of all of them with my sniping, but here they jolly well come back again. That's quite frustrating on... Hang on, are you just one, or are you more? Okay. It's probably a sugar! That is not fantastic on my end. Damn it, I should have kept the thing. Okay, this is fine. We're fine. We're under control. We're cool and in control. We know what we're doing, and that's running forward with our good gun, and we're gonna take them out like that, and then we're gonna chase them. Run from me! Flee from me! I have the scary gun that goes boof, and then you go poof. I have the boof poof gun. Do you see? Boof and poof. And I'm punching you with my face, and then Not, yes, that was all planned. Ignore the hesitation in my, I'm not hesitating. This is, sometimes confidence looks like unsureness. You just have to look at the confidence from a different angle with your eyes closed, and then it's confidence again. That's what I've learnt. There's so much coffee. There is so many kinds of coffee. I don't mind, like, if I go to a coffee store, right, like a place that's like, oh hello, we sell not just coffee, but coffee with stupid names in strangely sized cups. Would you like one? Then I'll try different kinds of coffee, because I don't own stupid coffee at home. I just own regular coffee, so I don't own all the you know when they name the coffee, like, they're like, it's the fluffy fields of energizing rabbits that will breed their energy in your mouth, or whatever the hell they do. They do like weird names for everything. I'll try them there, because like sometimes new coffee is fun to try, but like if I'm just sort of like, I just want to, you know, have a coffee while I do my research or whatever, I'll just be like, just regular coffee, thank you. Sir, you're too far away from my super duper gun. Why would you do this? Why would you go up there? Why? Could I find the way forward, maybe? That would be nice. I'm going to go down into this hole now. This seems a fantastic place to go. Goodbye. I've left you alone. Onwards. Oh, it's Inquisitor Man! The only kind I like was the vanilla Frosty-Chino from Wendy's breakfast menu. That sounds like so much whipped cream and sugar or something. Which is a vanilla milkshake with coffee added. Of what kind you're unsure. I'm going to Google that because it sounds real bad and real good just based upon the name. It sounds like it would be so sweet. Can someone who actually got all that babble quote that? I caught half of it. Which part of that, Corvus? Which part of my babble are we trying to catch? That's the problem, is the babble just goes on. Which... Inquisitor Man, we're here! Hello?
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
Hi.
Exposed to the unshielded power source.
I did. I'm...
Generator room. I saw it.
Yeah. I'm Jeff.
Raw energy from the warp.
Oh, I'm not like some sort of strange psycho, am I?
Alive.
The power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos.
Heresy! He said the
My
word!
against Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids its use without sanction.
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It could destroy the orcs.
Okay, so it's not what I thought was actually going to be happening.
Bring up this scourge weapon before.
Well, he didn't have the power
The Psychic
source.
Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant.
Now's the time to test it.
Malfunctions. It could crack this planet in half.
Oh, like the Imperium cares. They destroy planets for funsies.
And take our chances.
Like, the Imperium gets bored and they just go and blow up a planet. It's their fun thing to do.
Calcus facility. My research laboratories. It is a fair distance. We will need transportation.
But is there buttons?
Far from the plaza where Lieutenant Mira was heading. The Imperial Guard rally point.
Whoa!
We have Valkyries. We can fly to the research facility.
I have his power
Let's find
source.
this Imperial Guard out.
Seems like we've been caffeine insensitive. I like that joke, Pete. That's a good joke. Oh, Pete, have you seen the joke book by any chance? The joke book that we have? Because if you haven't, let me know, Pete, if you've seen the joke book or not. I think you might, based off that joke, I think you might dig it.
If you are
Ooh.
injured, return to your quarters. The machine god will watch over you.
The machine god. I love how they have the machine god, and it's like so very clearly heresy, and everyone just very politely ignores it because it's Mechanicus. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna let them go with that one. It's totally fine. It's like, but it's heresy, and everyone's like, okay, but we're just going to ignore this. This is fine. The Mechanicus can do whatever they want. They've got all the stuff. Because it was basically the Emperor was like, it's a bit too much effort to wipe them out. When I'm awake, I'm all jokes. I think I've seen such a book, but an uncertain. I'm going to last you a solid 12 hours, Shin. See, being caffeine sensitive, would I imagine in my head it would be wonderful, but it's probably not wonderful. So the boat, I feel like reading out a joke. So Pete's, this is a joke. Get a free one. We have a joke book. Oh, Barry's redeemed it. Never mind. I really wanted to read out one. There you go. Barry's got, this is Barry's jokes. The way it works, everyone, for those who haven't seen it, give us a yay or a nay to this joke. So this is the joke. What do you give a sick bird? A tweetment. You've grown immune as well, Corvus? So yes, what do you give a sick bird? A tweetment. Yay or nay? And we'll see if Barry gets a joke in the joke-off that's going to occur. We can do the joke-off, perhaps, during the quote stream that we'll eventually have. That's what we could do. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. You gotta... No, give me your gun. Give me your gun. I want it. Get off. Get off, you dirty... Well, my Imperial Guard that I shouldn't be calling dirty, but still. Dang it. Okay. That's a yay. That's some yays. Excellent. I'm glad there's some yays here. Oh, I'm very hurty. Oh, God. Oh, this is a bad plan that I had. That wasn't a very good plan, was it? That was quite awful. That looks like some yays to me. That's a yay in there. Tweetman gets in. It's nice when you're feeling fatigued and don't want to go to sleep, but it sucks when you realize you screwed your schedule. Fair enough. It is a very thick book, but basically it's one joke per page, Pete's, because it was a child's book, and the author wanted to really make it look like you're getting worth your money, but I'm pretty sure most of it could feel like 2 A4 pages, but it's great. It's very shiny, and so when people redeem the bad joke, the name goes in the book next to the joke, and then we do a yay or nay on it, and then when we eventually fill out the joke book, what will happen is I'll take all the yays and we'll have a bit of a joke off, and then whoever's joke beats all the other jokes, then the joke book is declared theirs. Obviously I can't physically give it to you, but like I'll do something to the joke book to clearly make it a person's or something. That's basically sort of the plan at this point. Jeffbot is not happy with you. Do you know what? I don't want to go out there. I got shot really badly last time. I think I might just lightly, like, hide in here. This seems like a nice spot. I feel like the guardsmen have this under control. Do you know what I mean? I think, look at the tiny, look, them and my brothers, they totally have that. They've got this so under, I'm so glad you like it. I like the idea, because I like bad jokes. Bad jokes and puns, I think, are some of the greatest fun. I hear the music's gone. Ah, no! I knew you were lying! I knew you were tricking me! The game tried to trap me there by lulling me out. I knew it! I'm always... Never trust a video game. They're out to trick you. People think that video games will turn everyone into violent heretics. It won't. That's not what video games want. They don't want you to be violent. They just want to trick you! Oh my god, you're so close to my face area! Oh my god, where did you come from? Dear lord. Oh, that was a waste. Oh, Jesus, that was so close. Do you see what I mean? Literally, obviously that was clever trickery on the game's part. What a master plan this game has. Just left, right trickery. Everywhere we go. Okay. Oh, I would like the rockets to stop, please. No more rockets. The rockets are done. Rockets are so past, like, they're so old school. Like, get with the time, orcs. Like, they're not, maybe I can taunt the orcs. Do you know what I mean? I can be like the mean girl type thing. Like, oh my god, we don't wear rockets on Thursdays. Like, god, you're going in my mean girl book, my mean space marine book. I'm gonna write mean space marine things about you. Like, orcs are so lame, and then we'll put it around all this Warhammer High School, and all the other races will make fun of the orcs, all the other cliques.
Slowing us down.
I can manage.
Your
Brothers,
wound
take
is
the
slowing us down.
advances. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
Oh, I'm
Give the
going
power
solo
source
again,
to the
everyone.
sergeant then,
Off
Captain.
by myself.
No, Drogon. The orc chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
Will they?
Which
I like
leads
the
to
credit that
rally
they're giving the
point,
orcs.
Bastion Primus is that
What?
way, my lord. But it's all orc.
Oh god. It's all Orc Hill territory. We're going to be fighting Orc Hill. It's all the way Orc. I like that this stops me. That's delightful. There's the fist. Follow the fist. When in doubt, find the closest fist and just follow it. It's good advice. I'd forgotten Mean Girls existed. I missed that reality. Not a fan of the classic hit Mean Girls. They have a musical, Corvus, as well. It's not just a television. I mean, well, a cinema movie thing. It's not just a movie. Jump pack! I misread what that was, and I don't know. Like, I thought it was something else, but that's a jump pack. That's exciting. Nope, that's a hammer. That's a thunder hammer. The mighty thunder hammer is the rarest of Space Marine melee weapons. Each blow discharges a powerful blast from the hammer's dedicated power field. Ranged weapons are limited to pistol and bolter when wielding the thunder hammer. See the combat control screen to the pause menu for of attacks. Thunder hammer it is. You hate musicals, Corvus. How can you hate musicals? They're great to sing along to. Just not your thing? Like, you're like, I don't want my plot sung at me. Speak it, damn it. Do you not sing like any musical? You're like just out the gate. Nope, don't want that. I really like them. They're catchy. I can't sing to save my life. So if I want to sing alone, along to it, I have to do it privately with myself because you're not allowed to cause physical harm to others, which my singing would do to other people. So I have to like quarantine myself when I want to sing to it. So hammer. Ooh. Oh, that is lovely. Oh my goodness. I don't want to say I'm cheating on the chainsword, but I might have a side piece. That was a joke because sometimes you, anyway, with the weapons, it was a, okay, I'm just going to leave I'm going to show myself out. Ah, dear Lord. Okay. I despise them all. Their songs are subpar, overhyped, and overall infuriating and egregious. So against the musicals.
The greenskins are swarming your way.
I will write a Warhammer musical for you, Corvus, and it will center around Korax, and it will be the best musical ever created. And people will be like, all of the lore of Warhammer is now contained in this one musical, and people will think it's the best thing in the world. Oh, I'm gonna fly towards you. Hang on. I'm flying towards you now. Oh god. Oh god, okay. Danger! Danger! Oh god, gracious. Oh my god, this angle's amazing! Wow! What a fantastic angle. Where are the enemy? Enemy, can you politely shoot at me? I don't know why you're glowing, but I want to touch you. Can I do that? Do I want to touch you? I probably don't. Probably don't touch the glowing electrical thing. Not a good idea. Tell us that the chainsaw is the side piece. Boo, hiss. Oh, please no. No, the chainsaw is the main weapon. The hammer's clearly the side piece. The chainsword is the reliable, trustworthy weapon you've known all along, and it's always there for you in a pinch. The hammer is just this flashy, you know, new weapon that's just caught our eye, but it's not the chainsaw that's old and reliable. Sounds horrible. Oh god. Okay, on this we go. Just scratch that from the stream. Barry, can you edit that out? Just make a note, edit out. being stupid. No, don't do that. That would be the entire stream. Don't edit Talos being stupid out. Otherwise, we'd have no stream. We'd have hello and welcome to, and then thank you all so much for showing up would be the entire stream. Don't touch the sparkling ball of wild energy. But Corvus, it calls to me. It looks so sparkly and full of joy. I just want to touch it. New weapon. There's less variants of hammers than there are. There's a variance of hammers than there are of chainsaws. Where is my? Oh, my fist is that way. Follow the fist. Ooh, we're saving our content. Kill them all. Oh, I wanted you to say Space Marine. I like it when they say my name. When they're like, Space Marine, I landed on fire. That was stupid. Whee! I love this. This is quite fun. I really like the jetpack is what I like more than anything. I just like to go up and pretend that I'm being Kara right now from Overwatch. Where can I rain justice from above? Justice rains from above! It's quite good. I like in any game if I can pretend to be playing Overwatch. It just really makes me feel good. Can I? Oh no, they're guardsmen! Don't punch them in the face with your hammer. Oh, come back! Come back, sir! I do like the range this hammer has. It's actually quite effective. This is quite a fun level. I tried to make a joke, couldn't figure it out. More coffee. I have 100% been there, Pete. When...
Master's Plaza is just past this hab complex. It is swarming with the beasts.
Not for long.
When you go to start making a joke, and then you're just like, I can feel the joke, but I just can't pull it off. And then you're just... The worst is if you start halfway through with a joke, and then everyone's waiting for you to finish, and you're like, that's it. The joke, it died halfway through. I'm so sorry. The joke has run out of life. No joke today.
Captain, we are within sight of the Imperial Guard bastion.
Yay! Keep going. Am I going the... Oh, God. I was about to be like, am I going the right way? Yes, Talos, you're going the right way. There's many smashy targets. That's how you tell you're going the right way. Up and away! Superman this! Yes! There you go. This is exactly like Superman. Superman was known for bashing... It's like a Superman 4 hybrid. That's what I am now. I'm mixing DC and Marvel together in one hideous baby. Actually, funnily enough, you could kind of describe Dark Horse Comics, which does the 40K, I believe, comics, as a sort of mix between DC and Marvel comics. So that's actually quite a good reference. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. Good job, Talos. Good reference. Very timely done. Can you go up? Are you broken? Do you not know how to go up anymore? Well, I'm gonna do this. Oh God, big boy. Dear Lord, there's so many of them. Ah! Oh, get his face. Get him good. Dear Lord. But it wasn't robot. Hang on. It wasn't Robot Genji. Never Robot Genji. Did I ever figure out the joke? So my subconscious is still teasing me later. So, last time I streamed this, there was a point in the stream where I thought of something that was really funny, but I didn't say it because I was like, oh, that might be a bit too edgy for Twitch. And I tried to remember it later to tell other people, and I can't remember it, but my brain keeps reminding me that I was saying something super clever, and I just can't remember what it is. And it's just doing my head in. It's like, there was this time that recently where apparently the Kardashians did a thing where they said that the reason women aren't successful is because they're not trying hard enough, and that the women should just be like the Kardashians and work harder, which everyone got very upset about. But for some reason, there was a joke I knew about it that had something to do with the Kardashians being automatic weapons. And I don't know what that joke was, but I know that it was there, and I know I made it. And now I can't... every time I think of them, I get, it's like I joke blocked myself. I have like blue joke. I can't remember what it is. I can't make my joke come out. It's very frustrating. And I know it's, well, I think it's clever, but that maybe is a bit arrogant, isn't it? To be like, well, I thought it was a very good joke. Well, then tell it, Talos, if it's such a good joke, but my subconscious is just reminding me that somewhere exists funny and I'm not allowed to know it. And I created it, which is the very frustrating part. All that to say, my brain's very weird. In case anyone hadn't picked up on that yet. Oh, thank God. Okay. So work hard and maybe marry rich people like us. Exactly, Corvus, exactly. I was having a bad day, so I brought a bottle of vodka, gin, and whiskey and put them in an elevator and sent them to the top floor. Didn't have a good reason, just needed something to lift your spirits. Well done, Former. I like that one. That's quite a spot of fun, that joke. Oh, God. Can we go up, perhaps? And down in that sort of a way. That's great. God, the Kardashians are so damn ultra on the face of... Yes, they are. They truly are. Which is why the joke that I was going to make that I don't know, I'm sure was funny. I feel like it's really a bit arrogant to be like, no, I'm sure it was funny. Like, I'm just certain of my humor, apparently. I bet you I'll remember it and I'll be like so pleased and I'll think it's the grandest joke in the world and I'll tell it to people and everyone will just look at me and be like, Talos, that wasn't really funny. And I'll be like, no, do you know how long it took me to remember this joke? Okay, I am quite bad with this hammer. Are you all sure it was funny too? Damn, makes sense? I'm glad. Did it hit fun? Oh God, come on, upsy daisies. There you go. I don't know if you should be saying upsy daisies to a space marine. Probably a bit. That's called panicking, is what that is. I don't think he likes flying on the staircase. It doesn't seem to be his jam. And that's because his jam is blueberry. Thank you. That was perfectly timed. And Corvus, I really hope you caught that one that I said that that this isn't his jam fighting on the staircase because the Ultramarine's jam is blueberry. And I really hope you caught that, Corvus, because it's really clever. And I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I'm very self-congratulatory tonight. I can't even say sentences. Anyway, okay, so Former, joke for you. This is your joke. For those who don't know, Ultramarines are nicknamed Blueberry. And that's why the joke, now that I've explained it, it's less, you know, it's more funny. Anyway, this is, don't you name my joke Electro? Anyway, this is Former's joke. Why did the baby bird get in trouble at school? Because it was caught peeping on a test. So, why was the baby bird... Oop, I've just lost it. Give me a yay or nay, everyone, if you think that one's a good one. Why did the baby bird get into trouble at school? Because it was caught peeping on a test. Are they nicknamed Smurfs? I believe that they're also called that. But they're also called the Blueberries. Yay? Yay? Okay. Any more yays or any nays on the peeping on a test? Oh God. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I thought I had actually gotten myself rightoed stuck there. And I was like, that's a bit bad, isn't it? So when I do get out of this section, I will probably call this... I'm just having such fun. So the stream's going a little bit longer than normal tonight because I honestly am enjoying the heck out of this section. Maybe... Is this... I'm just... Curious question. I like that as opposed to uncurious questions. As if you'd ask a question if you're not curious. Well, I guess journalists do because sometimes they have to. So maybe not such a silly thing. Am I supposed to just keep going forward in this, or do I need to smush all the enemies? Because I'm not... Is there a point in this game where the enemies are infinite? Because I'm just worried that maybe I'm just like having fun smashing them because I like doing it. That is... Yay, it's added. You're not sure what to think about that joke, Former. You're like, it's kind of good, but kind of not. It's on the very edge. Take him out. He can go down righto smart, can't he? And down for you all as well. I don't need you. Oh, what's he doing? He's doing a bit of magic over there, isn't he? That's not fantastic. Oh, good lord. Big boy. There is never an infinite enemy point. Excellent. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Corvus. That's one of my main concerns, is because I can get really single-minded in the game. Because I've had some bad experiences with games that are like, yeah, you just have to run. I'm just not a fan of endless enemies. I think there should always be a finite number. Are you... Oh, there you are. Yeah, get him. No, no, no. Up, 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 up. I need you to just Superman right now, my dear. That's all I... Why are you being all psychic and weird about it? Why won't you let me kill you? Stop being weird about being murdered. Like, come on. Everyone else has been a really good sport about it. What are you doing being weird about the murder? That's just not on. Where did you go? Look, he's even fled. How dare he run away from his own murder? That's just called rude. That's what that is. That's impolite. Are you dying? Oh, Jesus. I think he just smashed his own friends. I just jumped into fire. Because I like fire. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Two can play that. Two can play that game. I like that. More bird jokes. Ooh, I really should have gone for the big boy. I like how I was like, I'm going to go for the small target. That won't be something I regret later. No, never. Don't believe that for an instant. Never believe I get single-minded. No, I don't get weirdly focused on things. Not at all. Oh my god, how did that happen? I'm gonna get that one. He's alone. And we'll take you down. Are we sure that they're not infinite? Because I'm starting to feel like they're infinite. Oh god, and you as well? Stop being a weird boy. And he did. He's just being so weird. Kill the weird boy. Okay. I was just like, do I have to go find that chap? Where is he? Where is it? What is he doing? Weird boy. Where are you? What do weird boys like? There. Is that you? Yes. Yes, do it! Murder him! Murder the weird boy with his own staff! I suddenly have thoughts about that sentence. Did I get him? I don't think I did. I think he got away. Where is he? No, did I? The drum set? Nope, maybe I did. Okay, yeah, no, I thought I did, because I was like, that was a... Okay, it's ended! Yay! Try to scream for the Emperor. That's true. I should be screaming for the Emperor more, shouldn't I? I realize that I've just been shouting at you all in streams. So perhaps that will help. Like, I can feel my voice going because I've just been shouting into the microphone. No! My beloved power pack. That was the best thing ever. I don't want the hammer anymore.
Orcs inside the perimeter. Move to secondary defense positions and hold the line.
Jesus, that's a heavy load though, isn't it? Glory from a crack.
Welcome to Bastion Primus, Captain.
Hi.
Sergeant Sedonis briefed me about the Inquisitor.
and his doomsday weapon. He said you
Indeed.
require air transport to the Calkis facility.
Your Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it, and we have no time to spare.
Your men are already on board their Valkyrie, and the squadron's ready for liftoff. We'll get you
Excellent.
to Calkis with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the Orcs.
Oh, that's fair. Is this mine? Can I get into that? Yay, it's mine! We're getting into it, everyone. This is a hell of a concentration of lethal vehicles. So we'll probably... I'll play a little bit of this just to see how it feels, but we're up to part 3. How many parts are there in total? 7 fleet. Let's... Oh my god! Oh god! That is so funny. I'm sorry. That is hilarious. They've strapped little Rockies to their back, and they've got their little rockets. Look at them! That's adorable! This is... Look at them go! This is so comical and so amusing, and I love every single thing about it. Look at them! They're just being the best orcs they can be. It's just probably one of the best thing about orcs. Look at them go. They're just... Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. They're trying so hard. Come on, orc boys. Oh god. Okay. It's something like out of Looney Tunes. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like you'd expect Wildly Coyote to be chasing Roadrunner. Our Imperial Guards, the Roadrunners, and like the orcs, the Wildly Coyotes. It would make sense because like Wildly Coyote always like had weird technology that shouldn't work, but it's like his power of belief that did it. Like he'd believe. Do you know what? I think we're onto something. I think Wily Coyote is in fact orcs. Orcs are Wily Coyote. That makes perfect sense to me. Get off my ship. It's now canon. If orcs were a race if orcs were a Looney Tunes character, they would be Wily Coyote. Completely comical and working off the power of belief. Uh-oh. I'm getting so hurt. I can't use my superpower. Well... Get him! Go, Titus! No! Are you dying? Don't die! Win! Be successful! Be what I'm not! Successful! Go! I have to live vicariously through your successes, Titus! Yay! He was successful! You think you've made your peace with the incoming Doom former? Let us know how it goes. I look forward to finding out how it goes.
Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
Oh god. Have you ever raged over 40k? I cannot imagine Corvus raging over... I can't really imagine you, Corvus, raging. You just always seem... I imagine you can get angry. I just can't imagine you throwing a fit at all at people for 40k. But tell me if you're wrong. I would love to find out that you're like, actually, I've flipped many a table in my time. Okay. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I've backed myself into a corner. I've done the cardinal sin of backing into corners. I cannot get out. Then just require that just to join a match. Actually having a rage out before a match. That's the thing. They're like, now you need, before you start your 40k match, you must have a tanty.
I require immediate transport.
That is the golden rule. Interesting. Oh god. Okay. Stop. Oh god, okay. So we'll take you out as well, little tiny ones. You can't believe you played this in 2012? It's, yeah, the game, I think it really holds up, I've got to say. I'm having a lot of fun on this game. More fun than some modern games I've had, so Quite frankly, I think it holds up. Down you go. Oh god, what is attacking me? What is attacking me and why don't I like it? Well, because I'm being attacked. That's an easy answer, isn't it? And just take you out. Okay, I very much need to get health from you. No, give me your health. And a bunch of boys are coming. So we're just going to take them out with our fury. That seems responsible. Now, who is shooting me? That's very aggressively annoying of you, sir. There we go. Oh god. Okay, that didn't work as well as I predicted, but it did something. It definitely did something. Can I just take out... Oh my god! Jesus! That was like all of the bullets on that one man. There we go, and that one took one. Okay. Meta hugging Tau list against my casual Necron list. Dice rolls were not going my way at all, and the prick was being a smug ass the whole time, as if he was winning by outsmarting me and not because he was using the most broken the most broken stuff imaginable. That would be incredibly annoying, Corvus. I can imagine getting super mad at that. You can't wait to touch my fire warriors. Interesting for me, just like bring fire, just bring the death. And we'll take that one out. The dude was banned from the store for breaking someone's model in anger because his meta tactic failed. So Silver wow, like he just picked someone's model up and just snapped it. What a psycho! Like, I can get being upset because you lost. Do you know what I mean? But I can't get being a psycho.
What is status?
The remainder of the squadron has escorted his craft to the outskirts of the Calcus facility.
Very good.
That me and my ship. What a prick.
Farewell, Captain. I must return to base. Those damned Orc flyers cost me too many good men and too many gunships. We'll be hard-pressed to defend the outpost.
Thank you. And good luck, Lieutenant.
Where is it?
The device is secure, Drogon.
What are you waiting for, then? Further delay is intolerable.
Wow, thanks, dude.
Are you all right? Yes. Come. With no time to waste.
Okay, onwards we go. Probably should cool it a little bit. Just out of curiosity, Barry, how much would you say we've got left of the game? Because I am going to definitely play this on Saturday and Sunday, so I'm going to continue it there. But I'm just wondering if maybe if I went for like, if those two streams, if I'll have enough time, or if it would need a fifth one. Oh yeah, accidents happen all the time. Some models or whole factions are notoriously spindly and fragile, but this dude full-on brought a closed fist down on top of the model. Yes, just start part 13, Barry. What the hell, Corvus? Jesus, like I was thinking maybe he was holding it and did like a smug like oops, but he just like full on baby raged and like was like, I'm gonna use my fist because I'm a man and I lost. That was unfair to men. I'm going to use my fist because I'm a child and I lost. Women also can have tanties, so you know, I don't want to say it's just men. I've seen women throw a lot of fits. We all know Karens. So, oh god. Okay. I think I'm behind shelter. Sometimes that hitbox can be so weird with that. Meta huggers. Is it because they're just Corvus? Do you reckon the reason they get so mad is because they like they just sincerely believe that they shouldn't be losing? Like they're like, there's no way I can lose because I've rigged the game in my favor. Do you think that's where that comes from? Out of curiosity. You'd be the heck out of the person that would destroy your plastic toy soldiers. I know! Like, what is wrong with you that you destroy someone? Like, destroying someone else's property is just, don't do it. But even more, just so, or it was such a stupid thing. Like, if you have to destroy something, destroy your own damn models. Not this person's stuff. Like, because that would be so upsetting. Especially, like, you've worked hard to, like, paint your model. They're not cheap. And then some twat just destroys it because he can't handle losing a game. They think losing is something so horrible to do and must sell their current army for the new meta and be a cookie cutter, just how it is. I just couldn't imagine they don't know what fun is. Like, isn't the fun building the army and liking the characters? Like, I know that if I ever did end up playing the tabletop of Warhammer, I would lose pretty much all my games because it's me. But like, the fun would be making the army and playing on the table and stuff. Slash, I would just probably make the worst, most busted army in existence. Definitely don't understand the mentality required to play a game like that. Efficiently is a fun way, but not all the way. Like, yeah, like there's a point where you're like, but the cool characters probably aren't efficient because, you know, they're OP and stuff.
Dispatch them quickly.
I heard the dude reassembled it and knew this store couldn't do much more, and he didn't ask the store for anything because it wasn't their fault. Fair. I imagine, like, yeah, obviously with the stores, I imagine they have to be careful with, like, their money, but I just imagine if I was, like, in charge of a store like that and that happened, I'd be like, here's a free model, you can just have this, because even though we can't control that idiot, that's still super sucked. But, like, this is me speaking as someone who does not own a store and does not have to worry about overhead. So fun fact, and this is really fun, I can be as generous with my imaginary fake models as I want. And so to all of you, I bequeath fake Warhammer models from my fake store. Enjoy them. They're the best one. Think of the best model you've always wanted. I will give it to you for free. That's how generous I am. What I was hoping to do here was to go into my superpower mode before all of that happened, but that didn't work. That was terrible. I don't like losing, but losing makes me try harder, especially when you play something suboptimal, because you want to build. Because the good thing there, Farmer, is that when you do end up beating someone and, like, you know that it's the weaker army, like, that triumph is even more cool, isn't it? It's, like, just even better. So I imagine, like, that would be the really cool thing, is if you pick the army that is on the weaker leg, but you pull it off anyway. It's like, cool, look what I've done. It's epic. Okay. You have my fake, I have your fake thanks? Fantastic, that's all I want. That's how I operate in my fake store. I just want fake thanks. We hate real thanks here. We just won't accept it. It's just... real. You can take your... We don't accept real thanks. It's not here. You can give me fake, fake Visa cards. We're very big on them. Very big. Not so big on the fake MasterCards. Just don't like MasterCard. But yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Dear Lord. Oh wow! He just went bloop, didn't he? He was non-existent after that hit. That chap just went goodbye to us. That was a spot of coolness. Once I hit the next save point, that is where I will call the stream tonight. Since we're a little bit over halfway, I would say that between Saturday and Sunday, we definitely have enough time to finish it. Because then we will start the next railroad next week, which will be Dead Space. I was about to say Deep Space, no, that's not it. Go into your super mode! Do it! Do it! Smashy, smashy, cut! No, more smashy, smash it! Oh, Jesus! The death is upon me. Oh, good lord. Oh my god! Jesus, that's a hard part. It's actually common to pull a win because the opponents just never fought your faction. Oh, okay, so they're just not used to what you're going to potentially... Alright, I've got one more method I'm going to try here. I'm going to go back to my explosive method now that I know what's coming up. That's probably why you haven't lost, just because people aren't used to that faction. That's kind of clever. I guess that if you're at the same store though, and like you're playing against the same people all the time, they'd eventually learn what to counter, wouldn't they? So it's kind of like you'd get. Oh god. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to pull off my technique that I wanted to try. Jesus, the game, I've got to say, it does not pull its punches. Like, one wrong step in this, and it's just like your life is gone. Okay, I'm going to try that again, but not dying immediately. Still riding off the last fumes of being the meta faction before the meta fully swings past them to custodes. Ah, okay, fair. Okay, really struggling on this part.
Dispatch them quickly. We must hurry. Vice Marines.
Jesus. Okay. Okay. God, they've got some massive. Oh, Jesus! Where did they come from? Okay, hang on. Jesus Christ. I wasn't expecting them to just be on me like that. Christ, okay, we're fine. I feel they want to go first for my breaches and not my ghost strikes. When they'll go for your weakness. And then I have because from Adeptus Ridiculous has mentioned that a few times that when the new codexes come out, that usually sort of fumbles everything up on the field, doesn't it? I guess it's sort of anytime new things are brought to any sort of balanced game, it's always that issue of trying to balance them. There he is. Okay, we're going to change over to this now. Now, in theory, we're going to have a bunch of people come out and swarm us. Come here, orkies, come on. Orkies, come on. I've got stuff you like villages to pillage and violence. I've got teeth. I've got all the teeth. Teeth is orc money, by the way, everyone. I have all the teeth. Come here for teeth, everyone. Come on. Who doesn't love a good pair of teeth? Maybe a mistake to go in, but... Oh god. I really should have saved that. That's okay. Come on, come on. Come on. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. We've got this, we've got this, we've got this. Here, interesting fact. Okay, I can do interesting fact. I'll do it after this massive fight. Interesting fact's actually a bit shorter today. Oh god, damn it! I swear to God, if I die to this like singular orc up here, I'll be very gosh dang frustrated. Is what I'll be. Oh my god, he just kind of let me punch the heck out of him, didn't he? Was that the area? Save, 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 save point, save point. Do you hear me chanting at you, game? That's when you do the thing I'm chanting. If I chant it loud enough. Save point, get. There you go! Chanting for the win.
Get around the bulk of these orcs.
Okay.
Yes, perhaps. My research produces a minimal waste, so the facility's sluiceways should be accessible.
Lead the way.
So, I'll tell you the interesting fact before we fully wrap it up. So, interesting fact here. Okie dokie. Wonder... I like that. Oops. I finally got through. Yes, it's when you believe in me the least that I come through. I lower expectations until I seem impressive. That's my plot all along. It's like, huh, she actually did it. Surprise face. I'm like, yep. Lower those expectations and everyone gives you a thumbs up for making an effort. Hit the enter key on the movie. So, interesting fact, everyone. basically, the interesting fact is it's got to do with Thomas Cook Travel Agency. Now, in 2006, Christy and Bobby were two children who I didn't write their last name down, which is very annoying. Normally I did. Basically, they were children aged 6 and 7 who, with their dad and their dad's new girlfriend, booked through Thomas Cook to go to Corfu Island, which is a Greek island, basically. And it was a nice little holiday. Now, what Thomas Cook did was they basically ran like hotels and stuff, and you'd buy travel packages and things from them. And so they've gone there, and basically on about the 3rd day that they were there, what happened was the hotel was getting complaints that there was cold water coming through to some of the rooms. And so what they did is they went down to the boiler, and they basically took off a safety mechanism so that the boiler couldn't auto shut off if there was an issue. Now, this boiler was also not installed very correctly and was very old. What happened during the night was carbon monoxide this caused basically carbon monoxide to come into Christy and Bobby's room. They did not make it. So basically the two children were killed over that night, due entirely to people taking off a safety measure on the boiler and Thomas Cook not organizing it to be put properly in place. So what they ended up doing was, obviously, the parents, they tried to sue Thomas Cook. An inquest was held in 2010. 3 people were found guilty, but then on a retrial they were acquitted of it, even though everyone basically was like, we did do this. Now, the parents basically were like, we want justice for our children, but they didn't have money, so they had to fight with England and Wales, who they were citizens of, to basically get money for representation, which you legally can do when you're a citizen, to like basically if you have to fight. Eventually, England gave them $35,000 to basically try and take Thomas Cook back to get justice again. And so, in 2015, there was another inquest held. Thomas Cook was basically found to be liable and such. They didn't have to pay the family or anything. They managed to wrangle out of that. They also never formally apologized to the family. The first that the family got an apology was when journalists held up a letter that Thomas Cook said that they'd sent out, saying this was very unfortunate, and that was the closest they ever did. Thomas Cook never ever said that they did anything wrong. Now, the thing is this. Thomas Cook made money off the children's death. So, you know how the parents had to fight to get the $35,000 just to get the rights to basically try and bring justice? Thomas Cook got paid $3.5 million, which is 10 times the amount that the parents got as a payout because of lost revenue from people not wanting to tour at their hotels where they kill you with carbon monoxide. So Thomas Cook actually did make a profit. To make matters worse, they had at least one, this was to cover their legal fees as well. After all of this came out and everyone was like, I can't believe you got this money and you've made a profit from this. Basically Thomas Cook went, we have $1.5 million left that we don't need to cover to cost for revenue or to pay for legal fees. And so you're probably thinking to yourselves, oh, I mean 100 times. Yes, I probably do mean 100 times. Sorry about that, Skylines. I'm bad at math. And so basically what ended up happening was Thomas Cook went, yes, with this $1.5 million, we shall not give it to the parents, instead to random charity. And they're still confused as to why people were mad at them afterwards. But that's the interesting fact. If you're a big corporation, you can make money from child murder. I hope you enjoyed that, Corvus. What a one to go out on. But yes, that is actually something they did, and they did in fact turn a profit from it, even though it was very clearly their fault. Which is absolutely insane. That is the interesting fact for today. Bit of a downer note to leave the stream on. That's my fault for picking the fact. It's absolutely outrageous. I do completely agree with you. It's actually, it's why I sort of was like, I'm gonna, mention it, because I was like, that's absolutely bonkers that a corporation can make money off that when it's their fault that the situation happened in the first gosh dang play. Oh my god, what have I done with my... But yeah, it's absolutely mental how some of these things work, and it's just because it's a payout, so they just get the extra money. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight on this wonderful Warhammer fun time game. I quite enjoy it. I'm really, again, Corvus, thank you so much for the suggestion on this one. I'm super duper digging this. This was a channel point redemption from Corvus for a game to play, because if you guys have looked at the channel point redemption, that's one of them down on the list. It's like 15,000 points or something. You can suggest a game that I'll play for at least one stream, but if I really end up digging it like this, it just sort of keeps going. But don't worry, for those who have voted, the subs who have voted on the next Railroad game, that is going to be happening next week, and that will be Dead Space. So we will get back to it. But yes, other than that, Lord of the Rings, if you're wanting to watch the third one, that third movie, we've been watching them in the Discord from the first to the third, so that's 2, because there's not that many numbers between 1 and 3. There's in fact 1 number. That's going to be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. But, try and go... I've never heard someone who gave them a solid try and went, I dislike this. I can't see how you can. It's just so good. Have a nice whatever part of the day is in your country. Indeed, former. But yes, a big thank you for everyone who jumped in and joined me, and to those who do lurk as well, and to those who do watch the VODs. I do super duper appreciate it. And also a big huge thank you to Ozzy for 9 months of subbing to me. You are now a stream baby Jeff. Thank you so much. But everyone, have an absolutely fantastic rest of the time zone wherever you all are, and I will catch you next time. Bye.